learn the hard way. Nothing's overnight. Some days you lose, some days you survive. Still strong, even moving slow. Every step counts more than you know. I found gold in the everyday, showing up and staying brave.
Vadim, Kozevnikov.
Yes,
Welcome to the podcast, brother.
I'm glad to be here.
I appreciate you, man. Vadim, interesting. I started this brand called Still Strong, brand new, part of the Still Strong brand is a podcast. And I was scrolling through my Still Strong Facebook, and I find this guy doing some clean and jerks that's more than my deadlift. And I see that he's in Sarasota. I said, I got to know this guy. So I messaged you.
Yes,
You responded.
yes,
We went for coffee.
correct.
I said, hey, you have like 250,000 followers on Instagram and like 50,000 followers on Facebook. I said, but would you be on my little podcast? And you're like, yeah, man, sure, no problem. It sounds like you're just getting new and getting started out, but yeah, absolutely. So I appreciate you spending time to be on here and share your story.
I'm glad to be here to be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is interesting to share experience, to talk about things, what's going on in life.
Yeah, you and I had a good conversation just right off the bat. It didn't take long for you and I to make a connection.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about this podcast. So, Vadim, let me give you a proper introduction. You were born in Latvia.
Correct.
Yeah, the youngest of 10 children.
Correct.
I want to hear about what life was like as the baby of 10. You speak 4 languages,
Yes.
pretty fluently. 5. You said you just told me this morning you also speak Italian. So,
Yes, it's Latvian, obviously. Russian, my mother language. English, Spanish, Italian. I used to learn Italian like deeply, but since I'm in the USA, I haven't practiced that.
you haven't practiced.
So I practice more Spanish. So obviously, if I hear something, yes, I remember, but I think I need 2 weeks to get there.
That's
Maybe more.
That's amazing. That's amazing because I know some Spanish, but like tricking my brain to flip to Spanish, and here you're tricking your brain to flip to multiple languages. That's got to be a talent. What do you dream in? Do you dream in English?
Actually, different ways. Sometimes in Russian, sometimes in Latvian, sometimes in English, sometimes even Spanish. So,
Wow.
well, like when I dream when I sleep, or dream when I'm just thinking.
Both.
It's when I'm just thinking, it can be a different language, absolutely, because I can control it.
Wow.
When I sleep, actually, I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Yeah.
You are a coach. You specialize in specific athletic training. So you told me you train hockey players, football players. Like you help people be the best they can be in their setting and what they're going for, right?
Yes.
You have a lot of knowledge when it comes to the human body and how to make it acute the best you can be. I'm interested and I want to talk about that. You also talk about you specialize in rehab therapy,
Yes.
injuries, that type of thing. You and I are going to connect on that because at 50 years old, how long should I rehab? Like how long should you rest in between working out and that type of thing? Like interested in that. You have a company, Train with Brain Academy.
Yes.
And again, I don't know how much I'm going to promote you because you're killing it on social media, but I'm going to promote you. We're going to put in our link of my 500 followers. We're going to put in the link and we're going to hit Train with Brain, man. I looked up that website. Yeah, I'm interested in that. Some of your PRs, man, that was amazing. A 370-pound snatch. I'm hoping we can get a workout in today. And you've heard, we just had the Winter Olympics, and you don't really appreciate what those people are doing on TV. And our family has always said, I wish they could just have like a regular guy next to the Olympic athlete so that you could tell like how good they really are. So I thought maybe we could do that today. When you and I train, we can. I could do a snatch like a regular guy could do a snatch, and then you can do your snatch, or the clean and jerk, man. 465 pounds. That's more than my deadlift. Crazy. I want to see that in person.
Well, today, well, technically, I feel we can try, but we're gonna see how I'm gonna feel.
All
Because
right.
yesterday I hit hard.
You trained hard yesterday.
Yes. So it was funny story. I took my GoPro so we can record it as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
You are a 4-time Florida Olympic weightlifting champion.
correct.
4 times in a row.
Yes.
And you currently live in Sarasota, Florida, and you are 32 years old, man.
Or 32 years young.
Yeah, yeah. Vadim, everyone that comes on the podcast gets one of these Still Strong Richardson 112s hats. My kids say they're the best, so I want to give you that. You can represent us while you're
I appreciate it.
coaching and training, and kind of goes along with the vibe.
That's
It'll
awesome.
fit.
Perfect.
Feel good?
Mm-hmm.
You just got 10% stronger.
Sorry for that.
Hey, you put that on, it's guaranteed 10% stronger.
Too wide.
Yeah. All right, brother. Well, let's start from the top. What was life like as a boy, home, growing up, being the youngest of 10 children? Describe to me your childhood life.
Just average Russian childhood life. Nothing special. I wasn't beloved one because we were 10. Actually, difference between my older sister and me is 21 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so we are pretty far away in head.
Understood.
So to say that it was like fun, no. So it was tough, no. It was normal childhood in the village. We had like farm,
Oh, okay.
like we had like a lot of animals like horses, cows, chickens, whatever. So that's why there was a lot of work, So nobody were their beloved one. Well, I assume, but it was good life. In my vision, it was good life because we work hard, we know how to work. So that's the way how we grow up.
Was that typical of that area that you lived in to have a farm? And was that typical of your area to have chickens and animals? Was that normal for the area that you lived?
Yes, it is typical over there because it wasn't like a neighborhood. It was pretty far away, each house from each house, because there was a lot of land. So yes, all my neighbors had something. So most likely cows and chicken, but we had a lot of them. So yes, it was typical.
And did you were they the animals that you had just for fun, or did you eat them? Were they to consume?
No, it wasn't for fun, of course. It was the way how we earned, the way what we ate.
Okay. It was a
So,
lifestyle.
yes, well, it was lifestyle. Yes, we had a lot of land. We grew up, whatever.
Got it.
Yeah.
Your parents, what did your dad do for a living?
He was actually construction worker.
Oh, wow.
Yes, he was like in the end of his life, he was head of constructors.
Okay.
So, but he were huge drunker.
Oh, he drank a lot?
Oh yes, very bad. He passed away when I was 6.
When you're 6 years old?
Yes.
Oh, wow. From drinking too much?
Of course it caused that, but I think there was different factors.
Mm.
Of course, as usually it happens.
Do you have very many memories of your dad?
Oh yes, actually I have only good memories by that.
Good.
This was the guy who loved me.
He loved you?
Oh yes, I remember that very well, like it was yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did she ever remarry, your mom?
No, she wasn't remarried. She made her personal life, of course, but I don't think she was married again.
She never remarried?
No.
So at the age of 6, your father died. What did your mom do for income to support the children, to support the family?
We had a huge farm.
It's okay. So
So
you're
so
self-sustainable.
yes, we were fine. So it of course it could be better. I cannot say we were rich. No, of course not. We were. It was poor living. Discipline, lack of discipline. To be honest,
Understood.
yes, lack of discipline. Do what it have to do. You know, with huge resources,
Mm,
we got minimum outcome. You know,
I understand.
so that's why I think it could be better. But I cannot judge anyone because first of all, I'm not a judge.
Right.
Second, I don't know how I would act in that situation. And third, right now when I'm 32 years of age, I understand that my mom gave me max what she could.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's why I'm very thankful to her.
That's amazing. So at 6 years old, your father died. Your mom is using the resources of the farm to take care of the family, to feed the children, and you are learning responsibility in that environment, right? As a child, you're learning responsibility because I'm sure you have to take care of the animals, and you're doing work as well to survive, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I supposed to grow up very early. So at the age of 10, I supposed to be able to do everything.
At 10
So
years old,
yes, so it's actually I think it's good actually.
I think so too.
Yes,
I think it's good too.
yes, it's life. It's just life.
Yeah. Um, I have 7 children, and the first 5 children lived a different life than the last two. In that the first 5 came along when I was very young, struggling, working. Um, didn't spend much time with them because I'm working. Then when you continue to work hard, at some point something breaks, and then you're like, okay, we made it. So I kind of hit my stride, built something for myself, and then we had the 2 little girls that um, they still experience pressure, but not as much pressure as the first 5. My first 5 children, they're very responsible. Like, um, I feel like anything, any life challenges, my first 5, I know they'll handle it because the way that they were built. I sometimes worry about the other 2 because I feel like their life compared to the first 5 might have been too easy, and I sometimes worry that they're not as prepared as the first 5. And it's not right or wrong, it's just different. It's just different lifestyles. It's not their fault that they were born in the time of our family when life was easier. But I do try to put responsibilities on them for them to grow. But I do worry about that sometimes. Like, it's good for children to feel responsibility and to be built at young age, because when you're an adult, you can overcome challenges and adversities, be better equipped to overcome those adversities and challenges. Would you agree?
Yes. Right now, listening to you, I'm thinking about our family. Actually, first 5, um, I think they are more tough
Really?
than second 5.
Really?
Yes, I think so. But I cannot say that someone isn't prepared for life. I think everyone is prepared pretty well. Again, because of the way how we lived when we were kids. Just first 5, they growing up time was most likely in the 90s.
Hmm.
So 90s was very tough time in our countries, post-Soviet countries,
Why so?
because of a lot of crime,
Okay.
a lot of things going on around. So we're supposed to be tough. Yeah. So that's why I'm actually glad that I born in 90s because school life also was interesting.
School was?
Yes, yes, it was.
How
It was
so?
just because uh, we've seen how grow up our circle, like the guys who are 5, 10 years older than us, and of course we want to match, you
Oh,
know,
got it.
and We grew up the same way until I got to the sport. Until I got to this was like life changing moment in my life.
I want to talk about that. Can we talked about your childhood growing up, how you had a lot of resources and your mother used those resources to raise you children. How long have you been here in the United States? How long have you been here in Florida?
4 years, 4.5 almost.
4.5 years. So you've been here long enough to have a perspective. Can you just for my own curiosity, can we do some comparisons and contrasts between life at home and life here? Just some big ones, like some cultural differences or religious differences. Even what about our food? I've always wondered, like I feel like the food here is so like mass produced that it's not good quality of food. Like other countries that say Italy, I hear Italy has just really good food. Like you can go to bread, you go buy bread, and if you don't eat it like in a couple of days, it goes moldy. Here you buy bread and it can sit on the counter for a month and it still looks the same as what it was. So I'm just curious, just from my own broad perspective, from where you're sitting now, what are some differences in culture between home and here?
So it's actually a good question. So let's start step by step.
Yeah.
Let's start in general view.
Yeah, let's do it.
General view, actually people are the same. So I'm gonna explain what I mean. Of course, cultural differences and blah blah blah. But in general way, everything is the same. If somebody is working hard, you will get something. If someone working smart, you'll get something. If somebody is lazy, sorry for that.
Got it.
It's only your choice.
So there's a universal code that you've noticed in both cultures that if you work hard, you can make it. There's a universal dynamic there. Got it.
So
okay.
that's about technical, about business, about market. Now let's talk about market more deeply. In my vision, here market is more huge and it's like available like here. Again. Now we have social media.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have a lot of opportunities, and if somebody gonna works there, it's also gonna work. Just different prices, different market, different that's. But okay, here are higher prices, here are costs, but living expenses are more also higher.
Here.
Yes.
Got it.
Way higher. Yes. So, but to build business, in my vision, it's easier here.
It is easier.
Yes.
I was curious because you hear of immigrants coming over and just they see these opportunities and like, wow, like most immigrants that come here, they're very successful because they have a work ethic that's crazy. And it seems like in some other countries, in order to start a business or in order to get somewhere, there's all these rooms that are locked that you can't unlock. Where it seems like here, there's no locked doors. You want to do it, just go. Like it's go do it. Is that the case? Does that seem to be the case?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. There, to unlock these doors, as you said, you have to work harder. Here, easy.
Got it.
Easy. Some little points, yes, you have to work harder on that, but technically, it's easier. It's way easier here. From my perspective, it's easier. Again, here I see people who have like huge opportunities, like Americans or Floridians, wherever. They are like living into opportunities and they don't see that. It's absolutely understandable because they used to live like that and it's average for them. People who are coming here from other countries, wherever it can be, doesn't matter. Everyone who came here, every immigrant, we came here for a reason. Because of something happened, what made us move here. So, of course, we see another opportunities, or we compare opportunities, and we say, actually, it is easier to do. Let's do like that, bam, 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 and everything works. Yes.
So it still takes hard work to make it, but what you're saying is there's so many missed opportunities because we are blind to them because it's just the world which we live in as Americans. There's so many opportunities that we're blind to them all.
It is tough what you said right now. it's not exactly what I said. I mean, the general view, everyone is same. We have two hands, two legs, two eyes. Um, and I don't want to say that Americans they don't see opportunities. Of course, no. One American is way different than the other American. One Russian is way different than the other Russian. There are so many lazy Russians and
Understood.
so many workful Americans. So like who have like discipline and work ethics.
Understood.
So that's what I meant. Uh, we just came here and compare with the countries where we are from, with same effort or a little bit more. We just look more successful because, for example, if American grow up here, especially in a good family, it looks like he don't have success compared with his family.
I understand what you're saying
Yes,
now.
compare
Okay.
with his family.
Okay,
Yes,
I understand
if
what you're saying
family
now.
is very successful, it is pretty hard for a kid to grow up.
I
Or
understand.
if you're gonna build something new, then he's gonna be like successful in the field what he is building. To continue the family's business, uh, I cannot say it is harder, but just from the other view, it looks like oh, he got just business from his family. Great,
Mm.
it's a great thing. Keep going. You have all opportunities. Awesome thing. No matter what everyone else gonna think,
I'm
because
glad.
it took very hard work to keep family business.
I'm glad you. I'm glad you brought that up because I can speak to that. Um, I have a few different businesses, and almost all my children work with me. My boys especially, they struggled with their identity to try to make their own way as a man. They want to be like dad. Well, dad did it. Dad started with nothing, so I need to start with nothing. And they struggle with that. And I respected that. I respected that. But I said, hey boys, um, why start from nothing again when you have something to build off of that I started? Just take what I started and go farther with it. Just take what
Exactly.
I started. Why you don't need to start over to prove yourself as a man. You are a man. Just take the cards that you were dealt and go farther with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I respected them for that and I think that's in a lot of men to have to prove to make their own way. But to make your own way doesn't mean you have to start from the bottom again. If you have
Exactly.
an opportunity, use that opportunity because that's a gift. It's a gift. So I thank you for speaking to that. That was
Or if it was just like a great example, your kids, if they wanna start something over, something new, it can be a great addition to the family.
mm-hmm,
Why not? It's a great thing. Both there is no right way or wrong way. There is
right,
way what is perfect for exact person.
right.
Yes, and if we have ego sometimes can destroy everything.
True.
Uh, we have to be like a conservative, maybe like to look on the things more wider, more wise. So if you have like opportunity in the beginning, great. If your father, for example, you had that opportunity and you're supposed to build that opportunity, it's great.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean your kid's not gonna be a man, yes, or alpha man or sigma man, whatever it calls right now in that bullshit social media. Sorry, I
No.
did not tell you that.
No, you're fine. Because it is. It
well,
is.
um, the real man never gonna prove that he is a man. He's not gonna beat in chest. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a man. He will just do what he have
You'll
to
just
do.
do it.
Yeah, just do it and that's it.
That's
Yes,
it. Just
don't
get up
don't.
in the morning and do
Yes,
it.
just wake up, do your routine, wash, go to the shower, pray, keep going.
Keep going.
Yes, and that's it. And if your father helps you to and give you like cards to keep playing, use it. It's a
Use
great
'em.
opportunity. If you have some idea what to build from the ground, build it.
Do it.
Whatever. Both are correct ways.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for speaking to that. That's good stuff. Other cultural differences or comparisons.
Um, of course, politics. Of course, politics. But again, after my 30s, I realized I used to do a little politics there. Well, it cannot be little. If you are not working with politics gonna work with you.
Mm.
There's a saying in our country. um, Political. Again, if we're gonna talk about that, It's like a system, as you spoke about unlocking doors. So here is easier to do just because it looks like politics is somewhere away, but it's actually not. So it's if you know how to handle with all that stuff, with all laws, you can when you build business, you know what I'm talking about. Um, so yes, maybe like cultural, like let's say like dance style. Of course, we don't have Latinos so much. Yes, of course, but same. If you're gonna take Latinos, same people, two hands, two arms. If they work, they get. If they do not work, they do not get. Same there. Just only system and political situation in the country. That's only difference. Maybe cultural, yes. About food, you were asking.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Do you think you keep saying that human beings are just human beings, like we're
Yes.
all the same? And I just had this thought. Do you think that politics can be used or are being used to divide us?
Divide.
You keep saying we're the same. Hey, we're the same if you work hard, if you're lazy. But do you think politics could be used to divide those things that we're the same in?
Mm,
The
it's,
people
it's
that
actually a good question.
people that are in power, because there's something powerful about, hey, I'm the same as you. There's something powerful in that camaraderie, right?
Yes.
But if we maximize the differences between us, then we almost become enemies. And I'm just curious if there's, for instance, I'll give you an example. Um, in prison, you there it's segregated: the blacks, the whites, the Latinos, and you stick with your kind. If you don't stick with your kind, you get beat up by everybody. And as a tactic by the people that are running the prisons, because if the blacks and the whites are looking at each other, guess who they're not looking at? The guards. It keeps them preoccupied with color. But if colors are not an issue, if we're all human beings, and we're all the same, there's power in that. So the people that run the prisons, knowing that, they keep them occupied with their differences to keep them here so that they don't they don't cause riots or whatever, or
Mm-hmm.
look to the guards. And I was just curious if you thought that could be the same thing with government powers that run the show, to cause us to look at someone else as different and as my enemy when they're really not, so that they can keep control. I was just curious. I don't know if there's
Uh,
something to that or not. I'm just curious.
it's a good idea. There is one story about uh, ants, the red and black ants.
Yeah.
If they say it right.
Yeah, ants. Yeah.
Ants, yes, ants. So if you're gonna put in the one box like black and red ants, they will live good life altogether. But as soon we're gonna start shaking that box, the ants start fighting against each other. Yes, because theoretically the red's gonna think that black caused that problem. Black's gonna think that red's gonna that problem. But actually, they both don't know that other thing causes problem.
Someone shake that.
Yeah. So
That's
if we're gonna start digging into politics, it is maybe not good for this podcast, but who knows? So if we want to distract someone, we're gonna show them some enemy what then can be against that enemy,
mm-hmm.
and then these who we're gonna distract, they're not gonna pay attention on us. They're gonna pay attention on enemy because they will be focused there. They're gonna put their anger, their emotions, their everything, their energy over there.
Understood.
Yeah. So what I want to say with that, human being is human being, and I've seen over there many successful people, and 100% from 100% discipline, hard working, consistency lift up very high over there and lift up very high over here. Lack of discipline, inconsistency, laziness, put on the ground over here like ground, and put on the ground over there. And it's absolutely the same thing. Yes, we can say, yeah, cultural thing. Yes, people can pay less, buy more, or for example, whatever it works. But compare. You work there, you work here. So human being is human being. Yes, that's what I see.
I'm understanding what you're saying. I'm understanding because here you said the cost of living is like the salaries are more, but the cost of living is also more.
Yes.
Over there, the cost is cheaper to live, but also like you saying everything is like pretty much comparable.
Yes.
So, and I was curious because I've been to Mexico 1 or 2 times. Like I've never been overseas. I've never been to Europe. I'm curious. Just for my own curiosity, I'm just asking the question.
Yes.
What about the food?
About the food?
You've been eating this food for 4 years. Is our food okay to eat?
It's okay to eat.
Okay,
Let's
good.
be honest. It is okay to eat.
All right,
it's
good.
it's not bad food. it's a myth. It's same like myth that our Russians are angry.
Okay.
Yes, when you're gonna go to Russia, nobody gonna smile just because, oh hi, how are you? Nobody gonna say you that. Maybe very few people. But if you're gonna start talking with them or asking for help, oh, they are very kind. They're
Okay.
super kind. They will help you like 99.9%. Like same like here. Exactly. Just here are people like more free because they actually have more freedom because of the system and politics. But we spoke about that. It's another story. Food. Same like over there. If you're gonna go and try to find whatever you want, you will find whatever you want. If you want to find the quality, you will find quality.
Okay.
For example, you talk about the bread in Italy. We can find a good bread here. I can show you few stores. Even I can find. I do believe I can find Fort Myers as well. As soon as you're gonna go to the some bakery which is homemade bakery or family business, they will get very good bread. For example, in Northport, sometimes I go to the Russian bakery and get some bread, some cakes,
Okay.
and if you're not gonna eat them in 1 or 2 days, they will be like this table, which is fine, which is good.
That's good.
If you're gonna go to the store and buy a processed milk, you're gonna stay in your without even fridge like forever. If you're gonna take a normal milk, it's gonna be done in 2 days. So depends what you're looking for.
Got it.
So that's why food is good here. It's
Got
good.
it.
If you find good food, you will find good. Here is everything. Here you can find everything what you want.
Find everything you want.
Yes, exactly. You can find shitty quality. You can find very good quality.
Okay. Good. That makes me feel better.
Oh yes, it is very good country. Yes, of course. No, don't worry about food. Yes, everything is fine.
There's so many choices when it comes to your food. Like when you go to the grocery store, there's so many choices. Stuff that says organic, boom, and packaging can be manipulated. You can think that you're getting something that's good for you, and actually you're not. So you have to become almost like a scientist to read the ingredients and understand what you're getting. Like for instance, Greek yogurt. There was this kick where Greek yogurt was good for you, and then there was these yogurt companies that it wasn't actual Greek yogurt. It was and to eat it would be to eat what they're calling the Greek yogurt was actually worse than like the kid yogurt that they're giving you. So I feel like you got to do some research to find out what's quality, and then once you find that quality, just stick with it, right? Just stick with it.
Exactly. If you're gonna go to the grocery store with me, you will see how I'm getting just very simple food, but quality.
Good.
Yes, just because I'm turning around and just don't be lazy to read sometimes. Same you're gonna find in our Latvian stores. You can find very good quality, or you can find whatever you want. So it's same system.
Are there any other cultural differences or comparisons? Do we pretty much hit them all?
Well, technically no. So I just want to tell you that you can feel good.
Good.
Yes, it's a good here. Yeah.
I want to talk about your weightlifting. How did you get into weightlifting? Who turned you on to that? Was it an older brother? How did you get into that?
No, I'm only one athlete in my family. There was another brother who is 2 years older than me. He started training with me, and he actually started Olympic weightlifting also earlier than me because he went from the our village house to the city, and there was a gym. But everything started with our sports teacher. So when I was 13 years of age, 13 years old, we got like our school got a new sports teacher, and he was an athlete. He was national champion, like a good athlete, very good athlete, and he looked like a bodybuilder. It was top. And of course, we asked him maybe we could do something like that in school
Mm.
because the teacher before him was also like athlete. It's like average. If a sports teacher goes to work to university or go to work to the school, he used to be an athlete
Okay.
for sure. This at least national level athlete.
Okay.
Maybe not international, but national level for sure.
You're saying it's a requirement?
It's not a requirement, but most likely because the level of education is pretty high.
Okay.
Yes. So, for example, if we talk about education, here when I see how massage therapists or physical therapists are working, I was just like, gosh, how you cannot know that. It is like sometimes you will just destroy this guy for sure
Oh.
because of liability, because of they want to just earn money quicker. When the place where I used to start about university, we're gonna talk in the future. But the way how we started was like if somebody comes to you for help, you have to do your max. That's what gonna show is that you are true professional. If you don't know how to do that, better don't start that.
Mm.
So simple but workful way. So yes, and that guy before that professional athlete, he made like a kind of like a gym in our school,
Yeah.
but it wasn't serious. It was like it was nothing. It was full of laziness. Yes. And then 1 year after that, the new guy came in our school, and he's seen like, oh, we have like Soviet gymnastics equipment, Soviet like barbell, some place, and he was like, we can build actual gym here. And he built like gymnastics gym. He built like a general physical strength gym. So we did their bench press, deadlift, squats. We did different exercise. We did exercise for speed, obviously gymnastics.
And how old are you now at this point?
At that point,
Yeah.
I was 13.
13 years
Yeah,
old.
13,
Okay.
yes. And we started to train. But I realized, so every time when I've seen sports teachers, they were like, they used to drink a lot in our school. Like they were drunkers so bad. So it was so bad. And I thought that guy is same, like lazy, he will drink someday, but he was super disciplined. He was super strict.
When it came to training, he was
Yeah,
strict. Got it.
When it came to everything. And we started to train. He made like trainings like 3 days a week. And we started to train. And I started training with him consistently. And he looked. So we were like maybe 10 guys who trained there, maybe more.
So are you training after school? What are you doing?
Yes, we just finished our classes and just after
to
that
the
we go to the gym.
Got it.
Yes. It was cool. It was cool time. And when we started to train, and in 1 year, he said, well, not 1 year, maybe 6 months, maybe 7 months. He said, we're gonna go, like me and him gonna go to the competition, my first competition. Other guys he wasn't took because they hadn't so big result. They wasn't took it seriously. But I were very consistent there. Anyway, he trained different. He was sport teacher, so that's why he built like system how to make athletics, like and guys who were good there, he tried to get them to the competition. So
he knew all the science behind it.
Yes, he just took it seriously.
Got it.
Yes, and he was actually only 24 years of age at that point.
Wow.
Yes, and it was very fun time. And we got with the competition in the end of the studying year, and first time in our school history, like ever, I got second place in national level competition between juniors. It was like, wow, it was something crazy. Like,
And you're telling me this was only like 6 to 7 months worth of training at that point?
at that point, it was maybe 8 months to train. Yes.
Wow.
So
So
because it wasn't difficult to do that. Just we just went to the competition. We thought we're not gonna get any medal, but
and you got second place.
But guys were, let's say, stupid. They ego was higher than the actual ability, so that's why they messed up.
Mm,
And we were on top.
that's cool.
So this is competition.
So that got you hungry.
At that point, no. It was like yes, I wanted again competition. But during the summertime, we haven't trained. So here, when you finish school around June, somewhere there, and in August you start again.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so. Yeah.
And
I wasn't that good in school. I wasn't that good in school, so I don't know. I'll go
there
with it
you
though.
start in September 1st, and finish in May, in the end of the May.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have 3 months to do whatever you want. And those 3 months we haven't trained. But he writes me plan. You have to train that. First month I did. Second month I was back to laziness.
Oh yeah.
So, and when new year started, we went back to trainings. We succeed very well, and the competition we prepared for, it was in December, was cancelled. I remember that time I was upset because I was prepared well. But in January, February 15, I remember that day. I just came to the training, and he said, "We're not gonna train today." That guy told me, "Just sit and wait for me." So he did actually a very cool thing. He did training opportunities for everyone, not only in school but around that area. And all teachers in our school were training with him. he did his job very cool way. And so he trained that ladies. It's another story. It's a very fun story, because when he started to train them, he was complaining. He said, "That's weird. I started to train them. They were fat. Now I train them half year. They are more fat now. How it can be? I do everything right, but I know what happens, because when they go to the teacher's room, they start eating like sweets, like crazy, stupid chicks." So they actually weren't fat; they were just out of the shape. But now they have like good shape, but they gain more weight.
more weight.
That's what he complained about, because he looked very well. That he actually looks very good right now. He is
Really?
40 maybe 3 years of age right now. Yes, and he looks good.
Wow.
Now he doing like Ironman competition.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes. So he is cool man. He have his own medical center. We are good friends with him. So yeah, and we start train. And February 15, he said he finished that ladies training. There was actually guys in train. It was like light training, like Orange Theory,
Got it.
Yes, like something like that, like crunch. Let's say group classes, where
Got
they
it.
do all that
Aerobics or something like
yes,
this.
something like that. It was cool. It was actually very cool. Smart guy. And he came out from that training and said, "Okay, let's go with me to my gym where I train at the city, and you're gonna train from this day. You're gonna train with my coach,
Oh, wow.
who trained him." And we came to his gym. He introduced me with his coach, the second coach, and he said, "From this point, this guy gonna train you, because there is nothing I can give you anymore."
Mm.
And I was very upset, because it was one of the best person I met in my life.
Oh, wow.
Yes. But we started to train, and with his coach, I trained next 8 years. I trained with his coach.
So he saw something in you.
I think so. Yes.
He saw something in you. He saw that, man, this kid is surpassing me. And then out of your best interest, he put you with someone that could train you even better than him. That says a lot about your coach. It says a lot about him.
Oh yes, it is great person for
It says
sure.
a lot about him.
For sure, he did the things what we just I think about that. For example, in that point, we grow up pretty poor.
That
As
had
I
to have
said.
been hard for him too.
Hmm?
Had to have been hard for him to do that as well.
Um,
To stop coaching you to hand you off to someone else. That had to have been difficult.
I think so. Right now, I think so. Yes, but after that, as soon as we started to train in one gym under his coach guidance, there became like very interesting time because we started to compete together. We started to prepare for the competition together, everything together. Like it was actually more interesting time. And
So at
yes,
this point in time right now, at this point in time where you're at, that you're describing, do you know this is what you want to do with your life? Is this it? Or are you still just having a good time? Like at this moment in time that you're describing, did it click in your
yes.
brain that say, hey, there's something here. This is what I want to do.
At that point, yes, I thought this what I want to do, and I started to introduce myself with the different guys. They were national record holders, they were national champions, different international level competition participants, or even winners. So different type of people. And yes, at that point, I thought I'm gonna do that.
You could see it. You could
Yes,
see it, and you felt it.
yes. I just did what I should to do, and I never. Again, right now I understand why I felt like that, because to me it was like too heavy to get some result. But right now I understand why, because it was just stupid consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you just do consistently, disciplined way things what coach said you to do, and just do bums and bums. That first guy, he taught me how to be disciplined, how to eat well, how to sleep properly, how to get rid of distractions. So he put like very good basics. And one of the greatest thing what he did actually right now, what I'm using when I rehab the people or when I work with my kids, I mean my athletes. So the youngest athlete is 3.5 years of age.
Wow.
So yes, I'm working with I can work with different range of
Wow.
people. It's my degree allows that.
Right.
But actually, that guy, he put the basic, because he started to take me to his like out of school classes where he worked with kids to help him.
Understood.
Yeah, right. At that point, I thought I'm doing some stupid things. Can you imagine, like me, 15 years of age guy, who next to kids, 8 years, 7 years, 6 years, and we are doing same stuff.
Doing the same stuff.
And I felt so stupid. Right now, I think it was one of the greatest thing he ever did, because he put it more knowledge in my head at that point than university did.
Understood. Wow.
Because all his knowledge, what he had in this year, he just put it in my head. Like, I don't know where he got this wisdom, but he just starts to really invest his knowledge in me.
You make a good point, because I'm 50 years old now, and when I look back, at the time I was oblivious to the people in my life that were investing in me. I didn't even realize what they're doing. And now, looking back at the vantage point that I'm at now, I can look back and I can see what they were doing. And I'm thankful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thankful that people invested in me. And at the time, I didn't even know it and really wasn't even appreciative of it. But they kept investing in me. You know what I mean? They kept investing in me. So I'm glad to hear you talk about your old coaches and how, hey, looking back now, I felt so stupid. I was at 15 years old lifting next to this kid, but what he was doing was something amazing. I didn't even realize what he was doing. Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good, man.
Now when I work with those little kids, I know exactly how to work with that kid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you look like fish in the water, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It can be pretty tough to me to work with the papers, like with computer. But as soon as I start working in my rehabilitation field with the kids, with the people who need help, bounce. I know exactly what to do, how to do, when gonna be results.
That's cool.
So it's like math. It's like game plan. Let's go. If we talk about like dealing with business, like official business, then of course I have to make an effort to understand. But also it's not difficult to do. Compare with trainings, it's
Yeah.
easy to. That's why you have to train because everything looks easy compared with training.
I want to talk about your training at some point. I want to talk about it, and then I want to have a conversation about what my training it does for me, and then like your training, because your training is your job. And I just want to have a conversation there. But so you're with a new coach, and you said you've been with him you said 9 years,
Almost 9 years,
almost
8 years.
9 years.
Yes, it was for sure. It was one of the greatest coaches ever I had, but he was one of the greatest drunkards as well.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yes, it's a common thing in our countries. Uh, so I had two very good coaches over there. Actually, I know every coach there just because of field where I am.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was next 8 years was actually when I came to university after 5 years training with that coach. I was very well prepared for university. It was super easy to me. Like because he did that. When he write the plan, for example, even when he were drunk, when he write the plan, he was able to explain everything, how that works, how color all the walls works, whatever, how lights are working, how your emotional system is working, how your CNS is working. He was able to explain everything that, and he actually explained, So, but when he were drunk, better just go silently, do your job, and quickly go away from
And
the
go
gym
hide.
because if you got until his eyes, it was you are done.
It's over with.
You are done. He will talk about you, about how big piece of shit you are. Well, about me, he spoke most of times. About family, about about everything, brother, sister, father, everything. About university, about your school, about everything. In front of everyone. Of course, it was in front of everyone. Like bounce, 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 bounce. After I became the best athlete in our country, in our city, in our gym, the guys who trained next to me, we went to the training camp, and before they quitted their career, they said to me like, we want to just tell you that if he would act with us like that, we would quit.
Mm.
We just look at you, and you were like, you are a tough guy. Just the way how you wanted that result, it was tough. We would quit. That's why most of us were quit.
Mm. That's a good point because quitting is just a moment away.
Listen, I was on halfway of my way. Like, it's stupid to quit. I don't care what everyone talks about me. Okay, you want to talk some shit? Do it. I don't care. It's not about me. I'm gonna do what I have to do, no matter what. That's because I need that.
That's
Even if,
good.
yes, even if someone don't need it, I'm not doing that for someone. I'm doing it for myself. First of all, if I'm gonna feel good, I will be able to make feel good everyone who's around me. If I'm gonna try to take those resources from outside to feel myself good, it is, for example, it is for sure way to disaster, way to destroyment. Everything have to go from the outside. If I can fulfill myself, then I'm gonna be able to make everyone happy around myself. If I'm gonna fulfill myself with shit, I'm gonna spread out shit. So we are who we are. It's like about happy. We actually dig deep right now because it's around, in relationships, especially the men as well, especially nowadays men, they are like sometimes, they have to be like sometimes more tough. Not in a stupid way, but in a relationship, they said, "Oh, he did not make happy, or she did not make me happy." Complaining in a relationship. She or he should not make you happy. You have to be happy inside of you. If you make yourself happy, you will be able to make happy the partner who you have. Same, actually, why I said about relations. Same thing happens in my vision in daily life. It's not about relationship. It's about, if I'm happy, I will be able to. If I'm disciplined, I will be able uh, to like fix my bed in the morning, wake up at time, do those steps. What exactly makes me better, to feel myself more better, more happy, and it gonna be that energy gonna be emitted around. But if I'm gonna start, for example, excuse me, like suck out your resources, his resources, her resources. Oh, I want to be happy. I want you to fulfill my happiness. Happiness is just, I'm just talking overall. It is about everything in life. But I'm gonna try to take your energy to feel myself good. It is for sure gonna be disaster.
Yeah, there's a lot here, and I'm feeling, I'm feeling what you're saying. It's a process of maturity. As you mature and you come into your own and you're comfortable with who you are, once you've been walking that disciplined life, you know what that feels like. That it doesn't matter who sees me, I'm going to do this. And then you see the future where you want to be. It helps with your mindset and keep the things in perspective. I'm not doing this for anyone else, I'm doing this for me. Or then as you people come into your life that see your dream or want to be a part of your dream, that's even better, man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you have someone you can have a conversation with, bounce ideas off, that have your same vision, feel that same momentum, that got your back 100%, and be able to um, have those relationships. But my wife always says, um, she chooses to love me every day. It's a choice. She chooses to love me. Like, in my wife's eyes, I have no play. I have no role in her love for me. She chooses to love me.
Yes.
She chooses to love me. And when you have that mindset, you just unlock something powerful, because no one can control my emotions but me. It may hurt. You may hurt. But when I choose to play that over and over again, or if I choose to, your words cause me to quit, you have no power to make me quit. Your coach, it might have hurt, but he has no power to make you quit. You quit. Those guys that said, "Hey man, so sorry your coach talked to you this way," like, we would have quit. They need to mature more. They need to mature more, right? So once you have that maturity, you know who you are, you're walking that disciplined life, you know the people that in your life that got you, they're with you to the end. That's something powerful. And a lot of people never find it. They're chasing these dreams, these feelings, these things or whatever. They never find it. But something to be said for being in a quiet space and being comfortable with who you are, knowing what you are and who you are. And it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. That takes maturity. But that's something powerful, because once a man gets a hold of that, he's dangerous, right?
Exactly.
He's dangerous because he can accomplish anything. Yeah. So you came across a good point, man. And I felt that emotion as you were talking. And I hope I communicated it in a clear way.
Yes, if you're gonna look on the Bible, or even in Quran, or even in whatever, it's most likely it's everywhere same sayings. Like if you're gonna look on the Bible, God never told me like God never told us in the Bible, for example, like, oh, you have to rely on that person, or you have to rely on that person. God always tells you have to
Mm,
rely on the God. But when you rely on God, you have to build yourself, your choice daily. You have to do
Yes.
that, you have to do that, you have to do that. If you're gonna do that, you're gonna get that. If you're not gonna do that, you're not gonna get that. Very simple.
You know what? You bring another good point. Man, this is good. Because we are to rely on God. As Christians, we rely on God. As Christians, we realize that everything that comes into my life is not by accident, but God ordained it to happen. And when you have that mindset and you have a coach that's talking to you that way, this must be what I need. I'm going to stay right here. Because God breaks us down. Before he builds us up, what's he do? He breaks us down.
Mm-hmm.
He strips us down to we're in a place of humility, a place of neediness. Okay, now you're ready. You ready to train now? Now that you figured out that you are weak, that you are humble, that you are nothing, all right, let's train now. But he has to strip us down of all those things. And I love that process. It's a painful process, but I love that process.
It's an amazing process, to be honest. For example, your business is about construction. You know better than me. If you want to build some house or some building, what you have to do, what you have to do first, if you have like swamp or trees over there on the land, what we have to do, we have to take out all trees, our land. We have to dig down until the solid,
That's it.
yes, until the solid land
Yep.
or stones, whatever, and then we're gonna start rebuild
can
exactly
build it.
what we need to build.
Yeah.
So you know that better than me. So this is the same way how God is working. So yeah, and when we are realizing that we are God's creature, like as the Bible says, like exactly same as a God. That's what God says.
Created
So
in
he
his
created,
image.
yes, he created us like he is. That's mean we can do everything what he can do. We can build, we have all opportunities in this life, and it's only our choice what we're gonna choose. It's our will.
Yeah.
So technically, so that's why at this point there is no wrong way or right way. There is the way what exact person choose. That's it.
Hmm.
That's what I see. But it is another story now. We can dig deep here. It can be 24/7 podcast.
Yeah. I know, right? Yeah.
Yes,
And that's the problem, right?
I think we're gonna meet with you again.
Yeah, that's the problem.
No, it's not a problem. It's a great thing. I haven't thought that we're gonna dig so deep because I thought we're gonna talk about sports, blah 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 blah, a little bit about that. We will make fun, but we are digging deep.
Getting some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, and we can jump back, but I want to jump to an area. So my training, the training that I do, and I'll show you my gym when we get done. The training that I do is therapy for me. It's to clear my head. It's my stress release. It is to be strong. I know it's good to move the body and to be physically strong. I'm 50 years old. I got a bunch of kids and grandkids. I want to be around for them. To be honest, I want to be the strongest grandfather in any room that there is. Hey, that's the strong one over there. That's my papa. I mean, that. But there's so much more to that. So when I work out, and I want you to speak to this, I don't always feel like it. Some days my energy is, man, I feel strong. Other days I don't feel it. I'm not so motivated, but I still do it every day because I associate, okay, if today's the day that I don't do it, what else am I not going to do because I don't feel like it? I associate the discipline to lifting weights and to being physically fit to real life stuff. If I quit this, if I just take an easy choice here, that could be a mechanism where it's easier for me to quit other things I don't feel like doing. But your lifting is your job. It's your job. So can we talk for just in this wheelhouse of how do you prepare for a lift mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, your diet, like all of that to be the best that you can be? And do you translate those lifts to real life situations in your life when you're seeing a bunch of weight on the bar? Can we speak to this for a little bit?
Of course.
Do you feel this conversation here?
I feel very well this conversation.
All right,
I'm
let's do
putting
it.
in my head how to make a right and correct and step by step answer.
Yeah.
So first of all, you mentioned that the training is like therapy to you, and that's right. That's absolutely right and good stuff. Because yes, even scientifically, it's proved that physical trainings, not work. Yes, work is work. Work is thing when you give something. The training is the time when you take something.
Oh man, I
And
didn't realize this.
yes, so
Okay. Wow.
we're gonna deep now. We're gonna get deep now.
Okay.
Yeah. So give me some time,
Yeah.
some
It's
minutes.
it's all yours.
So, first step, we're gonna speak about you, about the person who is coming to me to train. Let's say like that. Yes, and you are very well prepared, but you are just doing your stuff just because you feel better. And I'm as a coach, I'm not necessarily to be your coach, but you are coming to me, the person who is asking me about some advice about express your feelings, and I'm gonna tell you scientifically and from energetic way, let's say like that, like psychology. So you said absolutely right that it's like therapy. So why I usually suggest people to train, not professional way. Professional way it is like job. Most likely you give, you give, you give. But good thing in this in professional sport that you also in same time you receive. You receive and receive and receive. I mean like you make your body stronger, you make your body more flexible, you make your brain more focused. So you receive, you make something to build your body like solid, solid, like skin like that. You know, it's like, for example, like Wolverine and the X-Men's, you know, with the metal bones, you know. Uh, this actually was a good example. So, uh, so yes, you are going to the training and you said you don't feel like there's some days when you feel you want to go there, some days you don't want to go there. I have to be honest with you. 98% when I go to the gym, I don't want to go to the gym. I
What-
don't feel that I want to train.
Did you say 98%?
98%, maybe okay, maybe 97.5. Okay, so
You
But-
don't want to.
this is the if I'm gonna tell you I don't want to, it is like clearly I don't want to. Yes, if I'm gonna tell you it is I'm thinking or it was like I'm tired, you know, sometimes, but I'm just going there just because I'm going there. I have plan, I'm doing. I don't even think I'm tired or not.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start from this point. So when you go to the gym, you said you don't want. Sometimes you don't want to train. Sometimes you want to train. Sometimes you feel that, but you do something and you feel better. There is a good saying what said our coaches. Uh, if you don't have mood to train, train without mood.
That's good. That's good.
That's very simple. Go to train without mood.
Yeah.
If you have stress, go train. If you have hard times, go train. If you like broke up with your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, go train. It's like a joke, of course, and you can add whatever you want. You know, it's like Chuck Norris. You know, Chuck Norris can do everything. You know,
Yeah.
you know that jokes. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it's like about that. You can add whatever you want to those jokes, but the point of that is, you said right. It is like stress release. You get rid of that cortisol from your body, and let's say like that. Your daily routine. Now we're gonna get back about giving and receiving. Yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna explain that point right now. So I hope first point I explained you about with that joke. So when you go to the work, different work. It can be construction. It can be a lawyer. It can be a doctor. Every work is stressful work. Why is stressful? Because you are giving, you are giving, you are giving, you're emitting your energy, you know, to different people. Some people can be very annoying. Some things can, for example, you are trying to construct something super cool, but it doesn't fit once and twice, another time, and it's normal when we get angry. Angry, yes, correct.
Yes.
Uh, but you are doing something. You are putting your energy to do that stuff, and Imagine just daily, you'd give, but there wasn't any day when you said, buddy, you are working so hard, let me give you something, like do something to you. So, for example, make your bones more stronger, more solid. Make your ligaments more stronger. Yes, because tomorrow you're gonna work. I want you to work to do that job easier way. Most of people they think, oh, if I'm doing construction or if I'm doing like some hard work, or I'm walking during my work all the day, I'm walking. It's a good workout. No, it's not. No,
It's not.
no,
Okay.
it's not. Even if coach at the crunch is training people and he is always with those people, yes, he can be like skinny, but still it's not workout. It is he is giving his energy to people who is around him. So at this point, it's absolutely that's why people have some injuries, problems. But there is the time when they have to let's say like that, to say their body like, you are my castle, I want to be my castle strong.
Yes.
Yes. So I want to wake up and to work everything fine inside of my castle. It's wherever you can do, like reading book, praying, whatever. Yes, everything what fulfill yourself. Like Bible says, like I'm gonna try to translate it from Russian. Like, not real bread gonna feed you, but the word of God gonna feed
Yes.
you. You know, we don't want,
Yes.
you know that
Yeah.
that place.
Man should not live by bread alone, but by the word of God.
Yes, thank you so much. I try to translate from my from
Yeah.
Russian. So uh, this is step number one. So you technically, if we're gonna say like in city wise, like your body is your city, you are making that city work properly. You know, the system of the city you make work properly. The next step is to build walls, build your castle. Yes, because you're gonna go outside, you're gonna work with people around, you're gonna do your stressful job. Your body, you can whatever, you can fall, you can injure yourself. Not you, just person. Um, that's why we have training. It's not necessarily to be 1.5 2 hours training. 15 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, it is better than nothing. But in long run, let's say once a week, 15 minutes a day, it's gonna be 52 trainings a year.
Mm-hmm.
Twice a week is two, let's say 205 trainings a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so it is huge amount. Three times it's almost 165 trainings a week. Yeah, okay, 150. But anyway, so it's a huge amount when we look long run, and we as time passes, the body became stronger, and the job what we did, for example, let's your great example, construction work. We do heavy stuff, heavy work, but the same load and the work, body gonna be able to handle easier.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Can I interject a couple things? Because this
Yes,
is,
sir.
man, like your body gets acclimated to the load. As you train the body, it gets acclimated to the load. Why? So that I can carry more load for my family, for everything that my responsibilities are.
Mm-hmm.
So when I look back at myself at 20 years old and the things that kept me up at night, the things that I worried about, I don't even think about them at 50 because that was lightweight. Compared to what I've been through since then, that was lightweight. So what you're talking about, building that resilience, building that strength,
Mm-hmm.
it carries over into other things. I liked what you said about expending energy. You know, all day long we're giving away our energy. We're giving away our energy. When I'm not fully charged and I'm giving away energy from a deficit, I'm not a nice person. That's when I get mad. That's when I get all these emotions of the flesh come out.
Welcome to the club.
So this body that we're given, it is a vessel. It's a tool to do things that God gave us, and we are to prepare this body so that we can do the things that we're called to do. But in regard to being charged, that time in God's word early in the morning when nobody's knocking on my door, my phone's turned off, where I'm listening to God's word, being charged, my spirit, my mind, everything about me, communicating to him in prayer, giving him my needs. Hey, God, I need you today. I'm getting ready to expend energy. May the energy that I expended is coming from a place of his energy that never runs dry. My energy runs dry. His never runs dry. Like may that energy be a source in me to overflow. And then the body, like what you talked about. The body gets fatigued, man. The body gets tired. But when you can build up that resilience that you're talking about, so that I can carry on, I can be what I'm supposed to be. It's important, man. It's important as men, as leaders, caretakers, to be what we're supposed to be. And what you just spoke to it so eloquently, what I've been feeling, but I didn't know how to describe it. I never thought about that. Your work is not a workout. Your work is not a workout. Your work is expending energy. The workout where I'm expending energy, I'm actually recharging myself, and I can feel that recharge by that training. That training. Thank you for sharing that. That was good. I had never made that connection before. I felt it, but I never was able to connect those dots in the way that you did.
That's why we are here, and that's what I try to express, like say to people how they should look on the daily life. But because I heard so many times, oh, I work out enough in my life. I worked in that business. It's like workout. No, it's not.
It's not.
No, it's not. It is giving energy. It's giving energy to receive money, receive connections. But as soon as you're gonna fulfill your body, let's say like that. For audience, let's say like that. Why do we eat in the morning, or why do we eat overall?
Why do we eat at all?
Yes.
At the end of the day, it's fuel.
Correct. If you're not gonna have fuel in your tank, your car not gonna run. So you have to somehow fulfill with your thoughts, with your with what you are reading, so fulfilling. And food is not actually like physical food. It's everything what gets inside of your body. That's what Jesus spoke about. Everything what gets into your body makes who you are. And it's not about food. They're saying like you are what you eat, and most of people are getting that like a physical food. Technically correct, but if you're gonna look calorie wise, so absolutely not correct. Yes, if you're gonna, so it's another story. I had a few days ago conversation with the 25 years of age guy about calories. We're gonna talk about diet. We're gonna get back to that. Everything step by step. So everything how you fulfill. If you fulfill your body with wise things, whatever, like information, what you can use daily, the good quality food. I mean, like it's not necessarily to be super expensive food. It can be like simple, but good of energy and good of nutrients food. That's what I mean by good quality food. Even if you're gonna say that Greek yogurt, what is not actually Greek yogurt, if you're gonna look around and it's all read protein, and we're gonna take meat and read protein, it's actually protein, the same molecule, So just the resource of that molecule is different. That's it. But molecule is same. That's why sometimes we have to be more simple about that. If you can be more serious about that, perfect, no problem. But whatever, if we fulfill that energy, not overfill, which is important, yes, because eating is very well thing. It's a great thing, but if we overeat daily, it's very bad thing. It lowers down your testosterone, lowers down your growth hormone, and blah 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 blah. And if you're gonna look about on the all things, what happens in your lives with our bodies, we cry, we loud, we sleep, we don't sleep, we have insomnia, we feel fatigue, we feel like super powerful, we feel motivated, we feel dismotivated. If you're gonna look on hormonal system, it is graphically bam 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 laid there working like running like Mustangs. Yes, like so. That's why if you want to make stable or growing up, we have to fulfill with the right things. So we wake up daily and we have choice to take phone and scroll or to fulfill. It is fulfilling. We are getting from that
Yes.
right in the moment. We are getting.
But that's when we talk about food quality, that's cheap food quality.
Exactly. So
I understand where you're going.
Yes, the food is not only actual food. Food is what we are watching, what we are reading, what we are listening, everything what goes inside from through your nose, through your ears, through your eyes.
Got it.
And sometimes it's more important than actual food. So that's why I said about protein molecular.
Understood.
Yes. So because it will makes you emit energy, good energy or bad energy, and the same people you're gonna attract around you. That's what I mean. That's what about in my vision Jesus talk about that. Maybe in the future, in a couple of years or 10 years or 50 years, whatever, the God word is gonna be open to me another way. But at this point, that's how I see that.
Christ talked, I think it was the Pharisees. He said it doesn't matter what goes into a man. He said what comes out of a man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But having said that, what comes out is what you've been putting in.
Exactly.
Right? What comes out reveals. It's not what you put in the body. And he was talking about food. He's talking about diet. Not what you put into your body as far as food. What are you putting? What are you looking at? What are you listening to? What are you ingesting? Because what comes out is going to reveal.
Mm-hmm.
What do they say? I can tell who you are. Show me your 3 or 4 closest friends. They'll tell you who you are.
It's actually very wise
the
saying.
people that you hang around with. Get a good idea who you are. So that's I'm listening to you talk and I'm analyzing my own life, my own self. I have blind spots.
Actually, I'm talking to you right now, and I'm talking to myself as well.
Yeah.
Yes, right now I understand that I'm reminding to myself, Vadim, you have to work on that. Vadim, you have to work on that. And that's how life is working. That's how it is. This podcast is not only for you or only for you. It's for me as well.
Sure.
Because was I nervous about that? Yes, of course. Because I didn't know how it's gonna goes. I expected so that we're gonna be you and me. You introduced me with your family, which I appreciate. Yes, I was like, wow, that's something awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, something awesome going on.
Yeah.
So that's why we all learn from each other. Can I say that I'm wiser than you? Of course, no. That I know more than you? No. In some field, yes. But the other field, if you're gonna start talking about construction, I will better just close my mouth and listen. Yes, we have. There's other Russian saying we have 2 eyes and 2 ears, but only 1 mouth.
That's true.
So better more observe, more listen, but let's talk about that. So okay, other part of our podcast is gonna be in silence. Yes.
Yeah,
It's a joke. It's a joke.
I'm enjoying listening to you break this down. Like this, where we're at right now in this pocket, I'm enjoying this. Like I'm learning so much right now. You say, hey, let's just break this down piece by piece. Hey, food. And you're talking about scrolling, like what comes into man. It's helpful. It's helpful because there's so much stuff out there that is you eat it expecting to have nutrients, and there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Scrolling, like probably most things we do in life are not nutrient dense. Yeah.
As we start to talk about scrolling, about all the social media, we have to talk about porn. Oh, it's very very painful thing to a lot of men.
All right, let's do it because from your background, from a scientific standpoint, and you can break this down however you want, but viewing pornography, what does that do to a man?
So
Not just psychologically, but physically. What does it do to a man?
so um again, I'm gonna go from the far away. I'm working with people since maybe 19 years with men, of course, as well. And I heard many times that some men are complaining about, or some women are complaining their men have some sexual issues. Yes, and the first thing and I'm listening and I'm telling like the first thing what I want to ask: do he or she is watching porn? Well, I don't know. I said talk about that with your partner, because uh, it is like, if we're gonna talk about energy wise, we don't know, imagine how much energy are inputted there.
Hmm.
That's why man most likely after watching that, he don't wanna do anything actually,
Hmm.
because it is easier way. Easier way, just scroll, just watch, just blum bum bounce bumps, and everything is fine. What if same energy gonna be inputted in his partner?
His
Or
relationship.
yes, in his relationship. It's not about only about sexual relationship. Everything. The relationship is not only
Right.
physical intimacy. It's emotions. It's conversations. It's about feeling about. Uh, we're gonna go back right now. It's about, if I'm fulfilling myself with something good, I'm gonna give you something good.
Mm.
So, uh, and now let's discuss about that field from like more scientific way. I'm gonna try to explain like more in the without scientific words. So, uh, let's say in hormonal system, it just destroys the testosterone.
Viewing pornography destroys
Of
testosterone.
course, it cannot be destroyed. It just reduces just because it is easier.
Well, hey, listen.
Yes.
My wife will be happy about this because I had my blood work done 6 months ago. My testosterone was 999.
Which is it is a good one.
I had it done last week, and my doctor's like, Keith, I can't freaking believe this. He's like, your testosterone is 1,038 right now. So that's good for my wife. Like no pornography for me, killing my testosterone.
Exactly.
And it's all natural. I'm not taking testosterone replacement therapy or anything like that. But
That's
anyway,
good. That's good.
so if men want to boost their testosterone, quit looking at pornography. Is that what you're telling me? It
Oh yes,
reduces your testosterone.
yes, exactly. So some days, sometimes I got like a complaint from one woman that she wanna bring her husband to the trainings, or he wanna go to the training just because of some problems. Training's gonna help you, yes, because physically your body gonna start to produce more testosterone because it will need it, because of the handling with the pressure. But if you talk about like a relationship, for sure,
Hmm.
because let's say like that, they're trying to show everything super correct, super like a beautiful way, I mean like a beautiful, like a physical way, and then men like became comparison. Sometimes I heard that some men said when he is like in intimacy with his partner, he cannot like get until the end, until he gonna remember some scene.
Hmm.
And I was like, you are less than 40 years of age.
So they have an expectation.
Exactly.
Their wife's not living up to that expectation, and so they can't finish because
Exactly. So yeah, it's a big problem, to be honest. Big problem. It's all about what you're gonna fulfill yourself. You're gonna expand it. You're not gonna have like a energy for that anymore. So
here's the thing. Pornography is packaged so well. It's packaged perfectly. Like to sell it, it's a perfect package. It's an assault against men. Because as men, leaders, protectors, providers, caretakers, everything that we're supposed to be, if you're battling these demons and this is consuming you, how good of a dad can you be? How good of a husband can you be? How good of a grandfather can you be? You follow me?
Yes, I follow you very well.
When your hormones are all messed up, when you're like battling this kind of stuff, when it's literally sucking the strength out of you, because you said it lowers your testosterone, when it's literally making you a shell of who you're supposed to be.
It's like, yes, it's like sucking energy, but again, you said it's like you use the word against men.
An assault. It's
Assault
a war.
assault against men. Listen, if, for example, I had a good example, I forgot. Give me some couple seconds. You know how devil is working? He never gonna tell you, look, this is piece of shit.
Right.
Go there.
Right.
No. He will take long-term relationship and gonna do like show you that, and then in the end of the days, you'll see like piece of shit is actually not piece of shit, you know, and man gonna work there.
In Proverbs,
Yes. So
in Proverbs, Solomon is talking to his son. He said, "Don't go into the harlot. She makes her bed ready. She puts perfume on her bed. She makes her face up. She dresses in a way that's everything that you, all your senses want that." He said, "But what you don't know is you open the back door and it's full of dead men that she's killed through lust." Which is what you talked about. How the devil doesn't show you the result of that. He sells you this thing. And Solomon says, "Don't buy that thing. Go around back, look out back. Look at all the men before you that have succumbed to her, and they're dead."
yeah. So
How many men are there walking around dead?
I remember
Walking
one
around
Russian
dead right now.
I remember one Russian song right now. I translated to one of my friends. So we played guitar. I sing that song, and he said, "Oh, this is actually a cool song. Can you translate it to me?" And I started to translate, and there was like one of the parts. He was like while there was saying like, "Пока ты жив, не умирай, на этот мир взгляни." So like while you are living, don't try to be dead. Like don't make a suicide. What I mean by suicide in that song, that means, like don't do things what makes you dead.
Right.
Look around on this world right now. Look around. You will gonna see like a lot of people who are walking here like they are alive, but they're actually dead.
Yeah.
And they don't know about that.
Yeah.
So this is the actual thing what you said right now.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. I was like, wow, I remember that song. So yeah, and let's go back to our conversation. I actually forgot what we spoke about, but we spoke about that.
You said testosterone dips down.
Yeah. So and actually, it's not only about pornography. It's about everything. Everything what like everything different information. What you're gonna put inside of you. For example, let's say if you're gonna scroll Instagram or TikTok or whatever, just scroll. They're gonna show you different things. Really, even if there's good things.
Yeah.
99.9% of these good things are actually they are useless.
Yeah.
They are useless not for everyone.
Yeah.
For specifically for you.
Right.
For me, for you, for him. For example, if something is very useful to you, can be absolutely useless to me.
Right.
Yes. If you're gonna use something like in the absolutely right way, you're gonna get this 15 seconds information and gonna, oh yes, it's a good idea. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna look on that. I'm just cool, but nothing gonna do with it. So this means to me it is waste. To you, it is like gold.
I understand.
You know, so that's why better to decide what information we're gonna choose to input. That's what I said about pornography. It's not only about that. It's about different type of information. What we eat, what we feed ourselves. So and you said it's assault against man. The point of what I said right now, it is only our choice. It is devil not gonna say, "Oh, I'm devil, come to me," or for example, you're gonna put here gun and you said, "Vadim, I'm gonna kill you with this gun. Come to me."
Right.
Well, I'm gonna tell you no.
Right.
Nobody gonna do that. Yes. If you wanna do it, you will be like a hunter. You're gonna do like some crazy stuff. Yes. You will invite me to your house. So you're gonna let's go to this room. Let me show you another room.
Yeah.
And step by step, you will get me into that. Yes. So not you, just in general. In general. Yeah. This is a good guy actually. So and all pornography, that 15 seconds videos, whatever, pictures what we watch, information, books what we read, yes, it is only our choice. That's what I want to say. Yes, the things what we eat is only our choice. If we go back to Bible, and there is no coincidences in the Bible. There is no undisciplined things in the Bible. People sometimes when we discuss about Bible said, "Oh, it's one of the worst books ever I read because there is so much violence and blah 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 blah." Correct. But if you're gonna look carefully, God says that people did wrong, they get that, they get that. It's very logical system.
Right.
Very logical. They did choice.
Right.
Choice after choice. Choice daily. Every hour, every second they did choice. Same like me and you, same like you. We have choice. And if, for example, today I choose to not watch pornography, or you choose, or whoever you choose, or I choose do not watch scrolling, or if I'm gonna look Instagram, I'm gonna exactly use what I need. If I'm gonna look YouTube, I'm gonna use exactly what I need. I fulfill myself with information what exactly fits to me. I eat as much, let's say in the food wise, I eat as much as my body consumes, as my body needs. That's it. Then you will see that body not gonna get. Now we're gonna get back to testosterone about pornography and about that information. Body not gonna waste too much energy to work on that all information. Body not gonna get too much information to get rid of empty information. Body not gonna use energy to fulfill again, to look around for new information. You're not gonna feel guilt and blah 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 if you're gonna talk about this all stuff.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this.
So
I'm gonna be focused.
yes,
I'm gonna be focused on what I allow to come into my mind, to what I give my time to. Because what you said is when you scroll through, there's so much different stuff, and you can just just get lost. Just scroll through stuff that, like you said, may have value to somebody, but not to me. So I'm gonna use this tactic.
So
like I'm gonna be focused on the things that I spend my time on when I'm supposed to be relaxing. Even that.
for example, you found myself by scrolling.
Yes, sir.
But 99% of that information was useless. You don't remember even the hugest part of that.
Right.
But you remember only one video.
Right.
So technically it's true what, and now we are sitting here and talking about that. Yes, somebody can say that oh, you see, scrolling helps. You said you watched like different videos about gym. You start to fulfill yourself with some guys who are lifting well.
Right.
Yes. So you choose. It was your choice to look exact field. Let's say generally, yes. It was your choice, and you find out, oh, we can do that actually. So that's what I'm talking about. Just a little bit more focus, not like army discipline, which is fine actually, which is cool thing. But just a little bit, and it's gonna be enough.
That's helpful.
Yeah. So why we are talking about that? Because you said that in eventually we're gonna talk about preparation mentally to the weight. That's why we spoke about that before that. So when we're gonna speak about that, we're gonna have now reference.
Yeah. I listened to a woman who was in the pornography industry. She came to Christ, and I listened to her interview, her testimony, and if anything would stop someone from viewing pornography, it would be that video I watched. She said that Vadim, it was in the 90%. She said that in the 90% of what people are viewing, it's not consensual.
What means consensual?
The woman and the man are there on their own will. If someone is there against their will. They said 90% of what people are viewing is being forced. And you said in the beginning of this podcast, I asked you what were some cultural differences. You said, hey, human beings are human beings. As a man, if that doesn't stop you from viewing that potentially what you're viewing is a rape, and human beings are human beings created in the image of God, that's someone's daughter, that's someone's sister. If that don't cause someone to assess what they're doing, I don't know what will.
Well,
it's a problem.
It's a huge problem. Yes, it's a good question. I don't have answer on that question. I'm not the wisest person in this world, you know. But again, everything in my vision, everything in our lives is like it's like a chain. Circumstances, chain. Actions. What leads us to something.
That's a good point, man.
So
yeah, start looking at the links in your chain. What do those links look like? Right?
So
those patterns and hold yourself accountable. That's good.
When we were in university, we had like a I actually got the highest degree without even being on that classes.
Wow.
We just had one conversation with the teacher. I just came to first class, and we start to speak about actually consequences. So bad consequence, bad luck, good luck, bad luck. And I said, there's no bad luck and good luck.
Right.
And I was in that point so deep in God, I just started to read Bible like more carefully. And my classmates, like in university, they said, "Oh, there is good luck or bad luck." I said, "No, there is not." They said, "Okay, let's imagine that some guy." Some guy came from his house. He's super cool husband, super cool dad, and blah blah blah, and never ride against law. You know, like on his car, never go over speed limit. Like, and some stupid guy just getting into him. It's a bad luck. I said, no, it's not.
No.
You told me right now. You told me right now exactly like step by step how he get there.
Yeah.
He said, okay, explain. And I explained him, this is your guy. He is perfect husband, which I don't care right now. We are talking about bad luck, in your opinion. And I said, he decided to sit in the car. He decided to do that. He decided to ride on that part of the road. He decided to do that. He decided to do that. And this time and this moment he were there. Okay, now let's look on that stupid guy. Maybe he is not stupid, but he wake up in the morning. He did that. For example, he was arguing with someone, or he was just in bad mood, or for example, he did overspeed limit. Whatever can be. Step by step, decision, and the same point in one point they just met. Just because of his decision and it's very logical system. That's it. So that's why in the beginning of the podcast you said like everything what happens in our lives happens for a reason. Yes, it's like it's very, very solid, very good reason in everything what happens in our lives, bad things or good things.
Yeah, and who determines if they're bad or good?
Mm-hmm.
Give it enough time. Maybe that bad thing is a good thing. We don't know. I mean, there's so much that we don't know or understand. In time, we will. You talk about those links in that chain. You keep on putting those links together. Actions start with thought. Everything starts here. The Bible says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So hold yourself accountable, like day by day. Examine your own thoughts, because that'll tell you the kind of person you are. That's sobering. That's sobering, to capture your thoughts, to analyze your thoughts. My thoughts tell me the kind of person I am. And nobody may even know it yet. It may not come out yet. I'm the only one that knows my thoughts. But in time, what I think about will be manifested, and that's the kind of person I am. And again, it goes by, what do we think about? We think about those things that we're ingesting, those calories we're taking in, good calories and bad calories. I want good calories, brother. I got too many people I got too many people looking at me. I got too many people I love. Like I need to be full. I need to be full so that I can pour out, and I can pour a lot out. I want to pour a lot out. When people get around me, I don't want there to be a drop left, man. What do you need? And for that pouring out to not come from myself, from Keith Vance, but to come from Jesus Christ, and outflowing from him. Man, thank you for that. It was powerful. Thank you for that, for bringing us along there. Michael, where are we at right now?
Hour 50.
We're an hour and 50 minutes.
Yep.
Hour 50
Almost
minutes.
2 hours.
Almost 2 hours.
Wow.
Dude, you're killing it.
Wow.
That's somebody said that this room feels like a time capsule.
Yeah.
Like it's just so quiet and everything. It's neat, and it provokes thought. Let's take a break. I need to use the restroom. When we come back, we can talk about anything else you want to talk about, but I want to talk about what's it do to lift a heavy weight? What happens?
We're gonna
the
go
mind,
straight,
the body, all that stuff. Like what happens?
straight
Like
to
walk
the
me
point,
through that
yes.
process. Walk me through that process. So, all right, brother, let's take a little break. This part of the podcast is brought to you by Frequence. The product is Source. These are my trace minerals. It's no big secret that the American diet isn't what it used to be. Our food is not nutrient dense. This helps close the gap for me. Find the link in the bio, and let's get back to the show. All right, brother, we're back from the break. I want you to break down a workout, a heavy lift, a clean and jerk, a snatch, whatever it is. I want you to go through it, how you mentally prepare for it, the steps for it, the physical preparation, but also I want to make correlation to the lift to real life, right? To real life, like we've been talking about. We're relating everything to real life. For me, the gym's important, but the gym helps me in real life. So let's go through the steps. Say a clean and jerk, whichever lift you want. What's the preparation? Putting the weight on the bar. When does preparation start? Does it start the day before? Does it start let's just go through it. To get that weight off the ground, overhead. What's the process? What's the process?
Okay, so first of all, as usually, we're gonna break it down.
Yeah.
Step
And I
by
like how
step.
you do this. I like how you break everything down step by step, because I can visualize that. So let's do it.
So, step by step. If you're gonna talk about me, it gonna look like I go to the gym, I warm up, and step by step I just increase weight. Very simple.
How long does it take for you to warm up?
Until I'm gonna get barbell, maybe 10 minutes, like stretching, all that stuff.
Okay.
Yes. When it's cold, maybe a little bit longer.
Okay.
Then warming up with stick, warming up with barbell, and then step by step, slowly but surely increasing weight until working weight, what is on the plan, or until heavier weight if I feel like very good, like yesterday, for example.
You felt good. You felt good yesterday.
Yes, compare. So it was interesting story. We're gonna tell pre-story, and then we're gonna get back to main thing.
All right.
So a few weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, to be more honest, I did like heavy deadlift. It was around maybe how much it was? 245 kilos. How much is that in pounds?
I can chat GPT it. You want me to?
It is around 540 pounds somewhere there. You can chat GPT. Let's compare.
Okay.
539 pounds have to be like probably.
How many kilos was it?
245.
How many pounds is 245 kilos? Question mark. We'll see how good you are with your math. 540 pounds. 540.13 pounds.
Okay, I said it's gonna be like 539 or 540. Okay,
You're pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah, pretty good. Okay. Who's better,
listen, that translates to heavy, all right? That's all that means. Heavy.
Yeah, it's like heavy barbell.
Right.
Yes, it was heavy enough to pull my back.
Oh, no.
So and I try. I thought it was like light pulling. It happens sometimes, but I started to train and I felt like worse, and I decided to quit trainings for a couple days. Actually, it was 1 week. I went to the gym maybe in 3 days. Did my back extension to start prepare my back again from zero to normal shape, and I fell. In 2 days I walk like that.
Oh no!
So I decided to quit for a little. And 3 days ago I restart my trainings. I start carefully, slowly. First day I felt my back just a little, but I did good training, like maybe 60% or less. Second training I did same way, but back felt better. Yesterday I also started with low weights, and I lifted actually 80%, 80% in snatch and 85% in clean jerk, which is very good. So that's what I mean by felt good. So it is good weight after pulled back for sure. So that's why we'll see if I'm gonna be able to do that today. Yeah. So
What we're gonna do today, and we're gonna get some content from it.
we're gonna get some kind of for sure.
But if you've ever watched the Olympics, we've always, like, our family has always said, I wish there was like a normal person next to the Olympic athletes. So you could tell like what it's really like, and that's gonna happen today, right? So we're gonna have average Joe next to the Olympic guy here, and you're gonna see what that kind of weight really looks like. And I'm looking forward to it. Like I'm looking forward to it.
Interesting. We're gonna get yourselves as well to trade. So let's break it down. There are different people who train. Yes, there is kid who is starting to do weightlifting. Yes, there is like man, adult who started to do weightlifting, and there is professional who is doing weightlifting, and it's everything different. So let's start with the professional because it's more easier to explain.
Let's do it.
Yes. Then I'm gonna tell you like, and technical gonna be my coaching as well, like process.
Let's do it.
Yes, because as I said, I'm working with different sports athletes, rehabilitation, but system and basic is the same everywhere.
Okay.
No matter who you are, no matter who I am.
Okay.
Yes. For example, today in the morning I did my like morning routine, like morning exercises, but it was about free diving. I do free diving with my one day. We're gonna introduce it with my coolest community. So go down, spearfish, and go up. So
cool.
it is awesome. It is extreme, but it is cool thing. Very amazing world. So, and I started to warm up myself, and I realized that I'm warming up until I'm gonna get to breathing exercises. It is absolutely the same warming up as I do before my training.
Okay.
So nothing changes. So we're gonna get back to that. So, and let's break step one: the professional athlete, or let's say I'm half professional right now. I'm not preparing for international competition yet, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to the gym. I'm not waiting like week before. Oh, Friday I'm gonna lift heavy weights. No, I can prepare myself 1 week and wake up Friday and feel like I'm drained out.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna go to the gym and I will see how it's gonna go.
You're gonna live in the moment.
Yes, if they're not gonna go super well, okay, I will see how my body works and that's fine. But if I have, like, for example, weekly plan or monthly plan, and I follow this plan right now as a professional, I can say when I'm gonna be able to lift.
Oh,
So I can predict.
you can predict.
Yes, I can predict, especially when I'm following plan. If I'm start following my ego, especially ego or my feelings, then for example, I have deficit snatch today, but in 1 week I'm gonna have like classical snatch, and I start lifting and I feel my deficit snatch goes well, and I can do personal best in deficit snatch, and I do my personal best in deficit snatch. 95%, 98% that I'm not going to be able to max out in classical snatch in the end of the week, because I gave out my energy.
You plateaued.
Yes,
You hit it.
yes, I hit it that and in that certain programming. And for example, it happens tomorrow. I wake up and I feel good, and I did, for example, snatch balance. I felt so good, and I did bumps 95% or 100%. For sure, I can guarantee it's not gonna be maxed out in Friday. So in the end of this plan. So because it was 2 days in a row max.
I want to, don't lose your train of thought. But you said that you can predict. You said based on your training, I can predict. You tie that over to the spiritual warfare that we're in, where there's an adversary that's watching us. He's observing us. He's observing us daily, hunting us around. He can make predictions too, based on how we're acting, how we're living, how we're training. Oh, his training is off today. Oh, he didn't do this today. He can make predictions and set little traps for us out in the future to cause us to fall. If you can make predictions for your training, the evil one that's watching us, wanting us to succumb, wanting us to fall, he knows when we're strong and when we're weak, and he attacks when we're weak. So just interesting. Anytime you talk about stuff like this, I'm going to make interjections.
It is very good thought. We're going to get back to trainings, but we're going to finish your thoughts because we are on the same radio, that thing, you know. My perfect English. If you understand my English is great.
Listen, your English is 100% better than my Russian.
Oh, I appreciate that. but your Russian is 100%, so that's why it is good.
So go ahead.
Okay, so you know who is our worst enemy?
We have three enemies. We have our flesh, we have this world system, and we have the Satan. The three.
I think you are right, but if in my vision, we have only one enemy. Like,
ourselves.
I'm your enemy and everyone else's
right.
enemy. I'm like ourselves, because
the reason why ourselves are our biggest enemy, because it knows everything you know. It is you. Like everything that you think, that person inside you that's your enemy knows those things and uses them against you. So that's why we are our own biggest enemy. So go ahead, finish your thought.
Exactly. That's what I mean. The devil is not so powerful as you think. He is only so powerful as we allow to be him. Be powerful. That's it. He don't have any power. But as much we allowed, as much he can do. And if we know that we are doing stupid things, and we can say that, of course it's gonna be easy to put traps. Of course, for sure. There is no need to even put traps. We just put it for ourselves.
There you go.
That's what I mean. Let's look on that from the other side. Let's twist it. Let's do it that another way. Let's make ourselves to be our best friend. If you love your wife or you love your best friend, well, technically your wife, you really love her, so your best friends as well. Well, in perfect world. You know what I mean?
True in my case.
Yes, just I live in perfect world, I think. So if you love your best friend, like really, really love like your brother, like your best friend. You're never gonna do something bad for that. You're gonna do like, oh, this is, I can predict that if you're gonna step this step, it can lead to that one. It cannot, but it can. Better step that step, and it's gonna be more safe,
Right.
and you're gonna get more. That's what I mean.
Understood.
Yes. So let's be our best friends.
Yeah.
Like you are your best friend. I'm my best friend, and it's all about we are can go back there and talk 2 hours more. So let's continue with trainings. So I'm coming to the training. Let's say it is day when I start lift heavy weight. So 2 ways. I prepare myself following plan without ego lifts or maxing out. I have to focus on my let's say 2 weeks plan or 1 week plan or 1 month plan to on that day X. Yes, to lift over there, and I'm consistently and disciplined way doing all those training, including like trainings. When I feel that I can lift very heavy, I don't lift heavy. I just keep following plan.
Stick with the plan.
Stick with the plan, like super steady. Then for sure, even if I'm gonna train yourself, we'll start train. I will see. Let's say in 1 month we're gonna max out, and I will prepare you to max out and push your limit. I will write down your plan, and I will be sure that if you're gonna follow this plan, you will max out. So that's how it works. But about that, we're gonna discuss a little bit later. So, and so that's mean there is like weekly mental preparation, 2 weeks mental preparation, monthly mental preparation, or for example, if that's 3 months period, 3 months distance until, for example, national championship, international championship, whatever, how we did in the national team. And you prepare, and you max out on that day. You can max out before, but you have to count when you're gonna rest, how long time you're gonna. So it is absolutely predictable with professional, because we know exactly where is the limit and how to reach that limit and how we felt when we got this limit. So we have to feel better again, same way, but a little bit better. And then we have 2 options: we can break this limit, go higher, or we can stay on this limit, which is totally fine as well. We just prepare, max out, and take a rest. That's how I did when I beat those 2 Florida records unofficially. That's important. So it was like I competed maybe 2 months before that, and I competed like it was one of the worst competition. So from the spectators' view, it was wow, huge weights. From my perspective, it was like, okay, I won. That's good, but I in that point I was about to take a little break,
Okay.
I mean like not from trainings but from heavy trainings.
Okay.
Because I felt that I stuck. I felt like something goes wrong, a lot of things going on. But then one of my friends, she is like on top position in Florida State Weightlifting Federation, and she said, "Oh, you're not gonna compete in jacked?" I said, "No." She said, "Why not? You can win $1,000." I said, $1,000? Why not? I said, "Oh, really? Then maybe I have to prepare." And I knew that there is few guys who are pretty strong as well.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Does anybody show up to a competition, see your car in the parking lot, and just leave because they know there's no chance?
No, of
Not
course.
yet?
We
All right.
we have good relationship. We compete anyways. It's actually last year that jacked I came second. I haven't prepared for that jacked, and the guy, of course, it was easy to him to win. Of course, he's national level athlete. He's seen I lifted like pretty light weights
Yeah,
just for winning my class.
I see.
And he said, "Okay, I'm gonna win overall and get $1,000. Why not?" So, and I was totally fine with it. I knew he gonna do that.
Yeah.
Of course, I would do the same. Of
Yeah.
course, welcome, no problem. So it's fun. You out of competition, we have very good relationships.
Good.
Yes, we can compete. We can be like that during competition. But as soon as competition are ended, totally
done.
fine. Yes,
Good.
that's a cool part of the sports. And no matter where you are, so no matter who you are, which country, it's everywhere same. Human being. So and I was like, $1,000. And I knew that guy can be good when he's in good shape, when he lives around national record level. So I have to lift like maybe 95 from my back, 95% from my best. Then I can like beat him overall because his weight class is higher. So this means there's like singular points. That's another story. And I thought, okay, I have 2 months. Am I realistically able to get until 95%? And there was like not even 10 seconds. Yes. So I respond to myself because I know the system, how it works.
Got it.
Yes. And like next day I write down breakdown plan for these 2 months, all steps, when I'm gonna lift that weight, when I'm gonna lift that weight, when I'm gonna lift that weight, and when I'm gonna max out. So but until when I'm gonna max out, I haven't lifted same weights. So like when I was in competition,
Got
I lift always less.
Got it. You're saving it for the competition.
Yes, exactly. And I start preparation.
Yeah.
It was sounded first time like some stupid, some light weights, but very steady, stick to the plan. And in 1 month, I knew that in 1 month my body gonna be able to lift like a 94%, 93% from my best. And I knew that if I'm gonna max out at that and the end of first month, nothing wrong gonna happen. So I will see realistically what happens. And I did exactly what I expected. I was like, nice, and like kept preparation. And when I prepared, the last week I just felt so good that I was able to train a little bit harder than actually I needed. So which wasn't right because I was able to lift. If I would rest like more, I would able to lift more at the competition.
Got it.
But at the competition, at the point when I went to the competition, I start warming up. And as soon as I stepped on the platform, it went exactly how I planned. Bumps, first weight, second weight, third weight, bumps, done, snatch. Then clean and jerk, same way, bumps, and 200 kilos. I prepared myself for 200 kilos, and I did it easy. So it was exactly planned. But after that, I knew that my body gonna requires to rest. And I tried to keep training for like heavier, but there was nothing I can do with that. My body just said, and that's it. You have to train lower, and my went down. So which is fine. So it is predictable. Yes, even from now, I'm keeping holding myself in good shape, and I can say let's say you're gonna make Vadim, come to Fort Myers, let's do competition in my gym, my home gym. Oh, it's a good idea. And $2,000 for every winner. No problem. Let's prepare for that. Let's lift up 200 kilos. And I'm gonna do same way. And can I prepare? Yes, I can prepare for that. Depends when gonna be. If the competition gonna be in 1 week, I can tell you. Let's lift up like 410, maybe 415 pounds, not more. Maybe 405. Yes. If you're gonna say like let's do in 2 weeks, I can say 415 easy. Yeah. So it's predictable. I know how fast my body recovers, so it's easy with the professional, in my vision. To people like you, it looks like we just came there and just lift heavy shit and do everything crazy, yes, which is totally fine and understandable. But every professional, what you will see, they warm up, overall warming up, like you, me, him, everyone who goes to the gym who do warming up.
So it sounds like what you're talking about translates over into real life. if you want to be successful in whatever you want to do, we talked about in the beginning of the podcast, we talked about hard work. It takes hard work, but also it takes a plan. It takes preparation. You can work hard without a plan or without preparation. You're not going to get it. But you have to have a plan and a strategy in life, in business. Like whatever you want, you can't just go out there and just work hard. You can, but to hit a certain level of success and to be able to make it predictable, you have to have a plan, like you're talking about.
You have to have plan. You have to stick with that plan, and yes, it's all about discipline. All about discipline and consistent work. Smarter work, not harder work.
Right.
Because actually, to myself, when I prepared for those 200 kilos, trainings felt way easier than actual trainings. Like I thought that I'm doing half of work and I'm getting more outcome.
Wow.
So that's how I felt. I felt that I'm doing heavy work only in the days like Friday or Saturday when I did like heavy lifts compared with the other days. Because I felt like I'm just warming up, bam, lift, warming up, bam, lift. That's how I felt. But that's how professionals are preparing. But if let's say we are at the point when we have to lift heavy weight.
Okay.
Let's say today we are going to training and we are lifting probably today. I'm not gonna lift, but let's say like that. Actually, I don't know any professional who are thinking or mentally preparing himself for lifting that heavy weight. Because professionals always know what exactly they can do. When they wake up in the morning, they know exactly how their body feels.
Wow. Okay.
So, and when they stepped in the gym, the most of professionals, when they're going to train, they say, oh, no, I'm not going to lift heavy today. I feel like, or I'm going to try like heavy. I feel so good. And sometimes there is like, when professional feels bad, he start warming up and he just start warming up, bumps, and get until 95% easy. It happens, but it's not every time. Or when he feels like super good, he trying to beat like 100% and he cannot. Also happens. So, but that's mean somewhere in that plan before he did something like ego lift, or he skipped something, or he, for example, went out day before. Yes, can happen like that, especially with professionals. So it's predictable. So, but when we are coming to the gym right now, right today, we are warming up. We're gonna, for example, it's gonna be snatch, stick, empty barbell, like 45 pounds each side, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, until peak weight at this day.
Okay.
That's it. It can be 75%, it can be 85%, it can be 100%, whatever. Yes, it can be 93%. And exactly what body allows to lift this day. That's it. Same in clean and jerk. There is no any mental preparation. Maybe at the point when you just lift last weight, you have to like focus. It's like it comes automatically with professional.
Muscle memory. You just do it.
You just no. It's not only muscle. Yes, muscle memory, of course, preparation. But in the moment, we don't think about like
the preparation's already been done.
Yes, a preparation are. Yes, correct. Preparation is been done before.
It's done. Now we just do it.
At this point, we just lift.
Got it.
Yes, preparation. All that mental preparation. It's like way before that.
Okay.
In that point when we lift heavy weight, we just lift heavy weight. We don't think about preparation.
Okay. That I don't know how to describe this, but I feel like I'm always preparing. I'm always in that preparation mindset. And what you just said, hey, the preparation's done. Just lift it. I think that's my mental block. You follow me? I'm always in this preparing mindset. I think I just need to say, hey Keith, the prep's been done, dude. Just pick it up. Just do it. And I think that goes in real life also. Just do it. You've been preparing your whole life for this. Just do it.
Exactly.
But I have this mindset I have this mindset, like, am I supposed to do that? Like, I think about things too much. I think, me personally, as we're talking, I think too hard sometimes. I think about it too much instead of just, man, you've been doing this your whole life. You've been preparing your whole life for this. Just go out there and do it.
Mm-hmm. It's actually a good reference to real life. Yes. So yes, you just how to explain it.
When you're competing, you're not thinking about it.
You just compete. So
you're just doing it.
yes,
I've been training. Training's over.
Yes, we are focused. Yes, when we compete, of course, for sure. But we cannot focus right now, right here. It have to be focus days before. And when you step on the platform, you are. It looks like we are doing fun, like yeah, like an easy way. But actually, it is focus preparation all before that. And in the moment when you step, we are same focused. So
has there ever been a time when, in the moment, you're focused, but you lost your focus? A thought of doubt crept in your mind.
For sure, yes, happens for sure, and happened many times. Yes.
How do you reset that? Do you just go forward anyway, or do you have to reset? Like,
No, you don't have to reset. You again, we had trained at focus, that lifting, yes, to follow the plan and stick with plan, even that if that's easy, to stick with plan. It's not about even plan how heavy you're gonna lift. To stick with plan is focus on plan overall, and it's like long-term focus.
Okay.
Even if we're gonna have light weights, focus, and in the moment when, for example, lift is failed, no problem. Focus, not get lost. In the moment you can lose it, but as soon as you step out from the platform, you have second set or third set, whatever, you just and again.
Wow.
No problem. Nothing changes. Same thing. It's, after competition, we can relax. So, for example, again, let's talk about those 200 kilos in the Jacked Classic in Miami. Preparation focus was actually more difficult to hold than focus on the competition. Because preparation, for example, in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, the CNS get recovered, and really body wanna max out. But we have to say, like, body stay, and we have to focus on that plan. Focus. And when preparation is done, and we are at the point where our competition is like releasing, you are like fine, and you're gonna go like it goes, and it goes well.
Got it.
Yeah, just do it. You're prepared. You just do it, and it looks like you just came to step into that building. You start conversation, little small talk with the one guy, other guy, with friends, bounce, and focus again on competition, like sleep or whatever you do, like watch competition, however. And as soon as you step on the platform, it's not anymore like so huge focus. You are just excited to see what you really can. You are releasing. You're finally you can do it. You're like fire. So and it goes well. Again, if I'm gonna release that energy, that fire during like week before or 2 weeks before or day before, there is no more fire.
You gotta time it right.
Yes. It's have to be like few days to reset this fire. So that's basically about professionals. So again, like conclusion, warming up, barbell, a little bit weight, a little bit increase in the weight, step by step until top weight for exact day. That's it. And it's it can be like 5 exercises, and same way all exercises. Bumps, especially if that's plan. For example, plan is until 75%, which is light, or 70%. Okay, fine. Same way until that point, even if that feels super light. Just bounce. Next exercise, bounce. And it's also focus.
As you're talking, there's 2 things that come to mind. That, say, that month preparation that you're doing for a competition, say that 1 month preparation, it doesn't look like that. It's not one straight line. It's that's the trajectory, but the line is there's room for these, and to be okay with the down. Like, it doesn't always have to be up, right? To be okay. And again, in life, the trajectory we're on, we have a plan, we're focused, we're going somewhere, but there might be a down. But you know what? As long as the trajectory is going the right way, there's going to be these little ups and downs. And to not be so rigid or so focused or so hurt that, I'm down today because I'm whatever happened, to just be like you said, the professionals, they know their body. Okay, I'm warming up. Okay, I'm a little off today, but still adapting and still doing the work, sticking with the plan, but understanding that there could be some dynamics at work that I'm not 100% today, but that's okay. I'm going the right way. I'm sticking with the plan. That was one thing I appreciated as you were talking. The other thing, you keep going back to the plan, the plan. You can't rush the plan. You can't rush it. The plan in the life of a Christian, of Christ sanctifying us. My pastor said a couple weeks ago, God is growing big, stable trees. You ever look at the rings in a tree? Sometimes the rings are real tight. Looks like there is hardly any growth. He's growing trees, not potatoes. Potatoes grow quick, but a potato only gets a certain size. So that growth, that sticking with the plan, the plan of God to transform us into the image of Christ, to make us what he wants us to be. Sometimes it looks like there's no growth, but there is growth, right? There is growth. Stick with the plan. You can't rush God's plan. You just stick with the plan. And what is God's plan? Every day I seek his face through prayer. Every day I open up his word. God, reveal to me who you are and who I am. Grow me, make me who I'm supposed to be. And he is doing that work. He is doing that work to make us strong, to make us who we're supposed to be. So I just drew those analogies together, how important it is to be focused on not the lift, but the plan. It sounds like the plan is the recipe to success. Sticking with the plan.
Exactly. That's the point where what I wanna say. So, and now we're gonna get to kids preparation. Let's say like to prepare a kid from how to make a kid who is actually afraid to lift heavy weight. Most of kids are afraid. How to prepare that? Same way. There is the plan. What kids do not see.
Oh wow.
Yes. There is for example, I actually very like to work with kids. It's like every single person they're looking on the people like a good person or bad person. That's it. Good lady, bad lady. Good man, bad man. That's it. That's how kids looks on that.
That's how kids perceive the world, is what you're saying? That's how
Yes.
the kids, okay.
Good or bad. Yes.
Got
What makes them feel bad, they consider this bad thing.
Right.
No, they're not gonna do it. And usually I have to like make a deal with them. Like let's do that, a little bit that. And I very like, for example, when kids are coming to the training with their dads or moms. And for example, the 4 years of age, that kid came with his dad and he said, Dad, I want to go with you. You lift weights. I want to lift with you. He said, oh, you cannot lift. I said, why he cannot?
Why not?
Stick gonna be his weight, his
Oh,
barbell.
good.
And he did not like a stick. He sees his dad lifting weight like barbell, and he want to lift barbell. He don't understand that it's too heavy for him. I said, no problem. I have kids barbell.
Nice.
Okay, it's gotta be your barbell.
Nice.
And now since like half a year, he is lifting barbell. He knows what to do, exactly how to do. Of course, he do not know what was the plan. He is coming to the training to make some fun, to be like
Right.
to think that he is serious, he's doing serious work. But in my vision, I'm preparing his body, no matter he gonna lift heavy weights or he gonna play hockey.
Right.
No matter he gonna lift heavy weights or he gonna play tennis. Doesn't matter to me. But his body gonna be able to resist any load.
Wow.
Yes. And that's what I'm doing. If he gonna be a weightlifter, what few girls wanna train weightlifting, we try different sports. I suggest, for example, tennis, hockey, but they really like to lift weights, and they are very good in that. I said, okay, let's as parents, okay, if we're gonna prepare them, I suggest to prepare seriously because I wanna make this kid earn from sport. If you input so much resources, you have to get output,
Mm.
and it gonna helps in the real life. So that's why um, let's start prepare them, and they succeed and succeed pretty well. So, but anyway, it is like long term preparation. Like they're learning how to lift, how to control body, then step by step increase. Where then there is the moment when they are afraid of weight.
Oh,
Yes, and if I'm gonna start breaking through that, it's for sure gonna be the way to the nothing, because the fear gonna be growing up more. Fear is the one more
yeah,
enemy.
yeah,
Fear, not on success, not anything or thinking. We are thinking about what happens. Now it's about adults, yes, not about kids. Kids do not think about that like that. We are we are talking about real life, how we can compare that with
yeah,
real life. The fear, we are thinking about things what actually haven't happened.
yes,
We are thinking, what if? And that if we are afraid of that. Why? So it sounds like a stupid plan,
yeah. No,
You
you're
know, it's
right.
like a imagined world what actually do not exist, and we are afraid of that. Why? We haven't even tried. Why we should be afraid of that?
Fear is an emotion that God says don't have in you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So many times, fear not, don't be afraid. He's telling us people, don't be afraid. It's an emotion that we're commanded to get it out. Don't be
Yes.
afraid.
Yes. There is for example, wise thoughts. For example, if I feel that it's enough for my body to lift, like, and I'm gonna keep pushing heavier, it is very good way to injure yourself.
Right.
Yes. Or for example, do a bad set.
Right.
Yes, in a better scenario. But if you, for example, you really think you can, and to be afraid of that, sounds like we imagine some world, and we are afraid of that imagined world. And same happens in real life when we start business. Oh, maybe I should do that. What if it's not gonna go? It's overthinking. We
Yeah.
call, but the even worse scenario, absolutely disaster, when people are regretting past.
Mm.
Let me explain you what I'm thinking about. It's we are talking about real life and about adults life. We're gonna get back to kids. Uh, uh, if the future we can change, let's say like that, we can do something to make that future right.
Right.
Then past is past. It's not exist anymore.
Right.
Yes, it exists only in our heads. That's it. That's only one thing. Why we should regret? It happened. Okay, fine. We are the only time when we are is right now.
Right.
Right now, right here we are sitting. Right now, not even in this hour, in this minute, in this exact moment. That's the only time. And we're gonna get back to what we said before. We have choice.
Yeah.
Every single moment we have choice. What we're gonna think about, what we're gonna talk about, what we're gonna say, what response I'm gonna give to you, what reaction you're gonna
Sure.
receive, you're gonna what how you're gonna receive this information, and what reaction you're gonna give. How we're gonna post this podcast, how we're gonna share. It's our choice to make something to create that future, but we are not living in the future. We're living right now,
Right now.
right now, right here. We don't know what's gonna happen in the future, but we know what we can do and how we can do that right now. That's only one thing. So let's go back to kids.
Hold on a minute.
Yep.
Before you go to kids, I'm rehearsing times that I've been afraid of the future. Fear of the future sucks energy away from me today.
That's a very good point.
And then regret does the same thing. I rehearse it over and over in my mind. Well, if I would have just did this, if I would have just did that, I would, like, this wouldn't have happened. And I think regret steals more energy from me than fear, because I play that loop over and over and over and over in my mind, and it just sucks the life out of me. I walk around like a freaking zombie sometimes because I regret decisions I made in the past that had an impact on people that I love, and if I would have just did this or that. But you're right. We can't change it, but we can learn from it, and I can be better today from what I learned in the past, right? I can be better today, and to take that, what we learned, and to turn it into fire for today, because I can't change. But I get caught in that loop. I'll get caught in a loop sometimes and just walk around with people need me. I got nothing to give you because I'm stuck in the freaking past. That sucks. That sucks.
The past, it's like a book, you know? It's a good to read book, but it is bad to live in that book, in that
Bad to
world.
live there, yeah.
You know, we can read, take lesson, and go ahead.
Move ahead.
Yes, move ahead. Yes.
Yeah.
So you said very right thing about that regret, because regret actually, when we are living in the past, we are how body reacts, the hormonal system and emotions, how they react. You emotionally, energetically, and hormonally, you put yourself, like the people are putting, not you, people are putting their body, their life back to that situation and live it over and over again with all that feelings. That's mean body gonna produce same hormones, same level. Try to get match those hormones. If, for example, if testosterone was low during the watching, after a long time watching porn or whatever they do, after long scrolling, and man is regretting that, better go and scroll again. You know,
it has the past, what you felt in the past, reliving it affects you physically here and now. That's what you're telling me.
Yes, exactly. I just haven't finished. Yes, so, and that's why the life right now feels like you said, like zombie. You know, because emotionally, physically, emotionally, hormonally, we are in the past. We are living over and over that moment. Forget about that. It's easy to say, but it's actually hard work on. Yes, with the mindset, of course.
Hard work, but we need to do that hard work.
Exactly.
We need to do it. We got to figure it out. Yeah.
And that's why we get back to trainings. Trainings actually train us to focus right now, right here, right in this moment. Release, like through sweat, through that emotions. Release that cortisol. Release that. Clean up your body. In other words.
That's why I like training so much, and I didn't know that that's what's happening. But that's why I like it so much.
Yes,
I'm just getting rid of all that.
Exactly. That's what you said. When you, no matter how you feel, when you do your training, you feel that you are like a new person. You mentioned like a little bit in other words, but you mentioned somehow like that. You feel better.
Yeah.
That's why we need trainings. You are getting back to focus. No matter what you did, no matter what happened, no matter what happens right now in life. Your training is your time when you fulfill your body again with good energy. And that's why so many times we see that people got into prison. They did very bad things in the past. They got into prison. They sit their time. They got their punishment. They get back, and some of them get really good life afterwards. Why? Because they change mindset. They make a choice. Some of them get back from prison and they get back to what they did before. It's also their choice. It doesn't mean they are bad or good, yes, or they did wrong. No, they did good for them.
Right.
What they think that someone want to really change life. That's how people go to the Christ. They put their lives and God, I don't want to live like I lived before. And start doing. It was decision.
Right.
So came to the God to talk about that. Can they do that without God? Probably, but in my vision, with God, it's easier, way easier.
Yeah.
You know, that's my vision, because it's actually hard work. Like in a relationship, you mentioned that your wife said that she choose love you daily. Of course, Same like you. Yes, we can say, "Oh, I love you because I love you," and yes and no. You love her because she's beautiful. You love her because she's that. She's that. She's that. She's that. If you're gonna start mentioning why you love her, it's because there's. I'm sure you will find so many good things, and you will figure it out. Yes, I choose because I choose to do good things to you. I choose. Yes, you are doing because you are loving, but it's work. It's work. It's work. Unfortunately, I understood that after divorce.
Well, it takes two people, right?
Yeah, exactly,
two.
exactly.
That thank you for walking me through this process, because again, when I work out, I'm focused on what I'm doing, so I can't be fearful of the future, and I can't rehearse the regret when I'm in the gym, because I'm focused right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing I just realized that I've been doing that helps me. That's why I said my working out is my therapy, because I'm focused. It makes me be here in this moment. It makes me be here and now. I'm not worried about the future, not worried about the past. I'm right here right now. It's just me in this bar, and I got to get it off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you for helping me with that. That's good.
So this is the thing what I'm doing with kids, but with kids they don't understand what I'm doing with them.
Right.
I'm just doing like when we are at the training, I said, you have to focus. I don't yell on them. I said, listen, if you're not gonna do that, you will do your training. What you can do in 30 minutes, you will do 1 hour. Why you should do 1 hour? You go play another hour. But play fully when you play, like 100% play. When you train, give me please that time and let train 100%. And step by step, kid is growing up. That's why I like when parents are bringing their kids and train with them. And step by step, kid is growing and seeing daily how they train with parents, their coach train, and it becomes part of their life. And no matter they're gonna be athletes or no, it matters only one thing: how they're gonna react on the life in the future.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. What gonna happens with them, because if everyone will be athlete, no one gonna be athlete. Then that's mean if everyone gonna be athlete, nobody gonna do construction work.
Right.
Yes. If everyone gonna be Olympic champion, nobody gonna be Olympic champion. That's mean yes.
You're building character.
Exactly.
building
Exactly. We
character.
are character and mindset. Yes. And same. Actually, we spoke about that. If you're gonna start lifting with me, or you said, Vadim, I want to lift like maybe not 400 pounds, but which actually technically, theoretically can be real work to you, but you're gonna have to focus only on that, which is not gonna happen.
Right.
Yes. But to lift as much enough to you and your body, absolutely possible. But more than possible. Yes, no matter how old you are or how young you are. You are 18, other are just numbers.
Well, I feel good. I can tell you that.
Yeah, so
I feel good.
So that's how it happens. But the most important part, what I'm telling to people who are like adults who are training with me, you are doing that not for Olympic sport. Some of them, yes, really want to compete. For example, in bodybuilding, because you can prepare yourself in the bodybuilding easy. Why not? I mean, like it's not a Olympic sport. You have to just build your body, build it properly, proper way, and it gonna works. That's why athletes, after, for example, injuries, most likely they switch to the bodybuilding.
Oh.
Yes, because they cannot perform in Olympic sport or in professional sport, what requires over humans abilities.
Got it.
Their injury cannot do that.
Got it.
Yes, but they still want to be like in that sports field to keep body shaped, to compete. And bodybuilding is one of the greatest opportunities. Or CrossFit is pretty traumatic, pretty dangerous. Again, if recover properly and do exercise properly, it's a very good thing, to be honest. So when adults are coming to me, that's what I'm trying to do with them. Like, you are doing your, for example, construction work, lawyer, you are expanding like spreading out your energy. This is your time to fulfill yourself.
Yeah.
So tell buddy, you are awesome. You did so good work. I want you to be healthy. I wanna not spend money to medical stuff. Yes, let me be thankful to you, like my castle, you know. And when they train, they start like succeed. They say succeed even more than they actually need. For example, every man who train with me, they lift like heavy weights. Some of them are lifting the my team leaders level.
Wow.
So I'm like guys, you have to push because the man who is 40 years of age lifting more than you.
That's crazy.
So you know he's trained less than you. So because when man adult come to the training, he know exactly what he wants.
Yeah.
Most likely we start again. Now we're gonna go like overall. Again, the basic is the same. If you're gonna build like a skyscraper or just a regular house, you put basic and there and there. Yes, it's different. Yes, it's different like concrete, but it's basic. It's still basic. Basic
Right.
there, basic there. Yes, it's basic. So same with everyone who I train. It's a basic steps. If, for example, somebody is very well prepared and in good shape, there is exceptions. So we can just I'm just watching that basic is fine. We can start working right with the trainings again without overloading. Yes.
So it sounds like it's important to keep it simple.
Yes.
Keep it simple.
Wise things are simple things.
Keep it simple.
That's what my coach. It was actually an interesting thing. After my injury, I had both shoulder surgeries. That's how we created Training Brain brand.
Good.
Yes. Then here I made like a Training Brain Academy. So I started to find out how to train myself, and I tried that method, my national team method, national team coach method, and it works, but something needs more. And then I checking that, putting back, put that together, and then I figured out that my plans was very similar, very familiar. And then I checked my books, my
coach.
notes with my coach who I worked with 8 years, who tried to input me like all information what he had. He had the best university. He was very good massage therapist. He's 70 years of age, 70 years old, and he is massage therapist, very good massage therapist as well. And I see the plans; they're absolutely same. Absolutely same plans like my coach's plans. And only then at the age of 30, 29 or 30, I understood exactly what he wanted to explain me.
Wow.
So and it was like copy paste. If I would do copy paste with understanding, I would be the smartest person in the world, you know? Like, oh, I have smart plans, let's just follow up them. No, I had to do mistakes, of course. I'm a man, I have to lift up my ego, of course. But now I realize why all his athletes never were injured. I got injuries only with my last coach.
Oh.
Yes. So, and he, when we started training with him, he changed my plans. My first coach, they're friends. He said, you know, if you're going to train this guy like you train, I can guarantee one more, like half a year more, and you will mess up his shoulders for sure.
And he told him that.
Yes, and he said, no, you don't know. I have an Olympic medalist. You don't know. Yes, he said, you have, but all of them are injured.
Wow.
Yes, and all of them has had surgeries.
Wow.
Don't do it, please, with my athlete.
Wow.
Of course, he did not listen. And bumps, exactly half year. Bumps both shoulders.
Wow.
Yeah, so it wasn't a big problem. I do not blame here. I blame him because, again, coach, especially when we are working in professional field, he gonna receive awards and I'm gonna receive awards.
Right.
Yes, he is not interested in getting me injured.
Right.
Yes, the time when I supposed to slow down and said, "Coach, it is too much to me," I supposed to tell him.
Uh-huh.
Yes, Not just, oh, coach, I can more, you know. So that's why I cannot blame you. So,
This is a good transition. I got one last question for you, and it's maybe a selfish question. But I'm 50 years old, and maybe you can answer this question better after we work out together here in a little bit. But how long can I do this for? How long can I lift heavy weight? How long can I be physically active and healthy if I do it the proper way, like you're talking about? Can I deadlift and squat at 70?
at 90 and 95, as long you are alive.
Okay.
Yes. Again, it's actually a very good and smart question. What I mean by heavy weight. I hope I responded you on the question about if you can lift or no. Yes, you can. Yes, there's gonna be preparation for that, and heavy weight enough to you.
Mhm.
Yes, can you lift 400 pounds? I think so, but it's absolutely another work. It's absolutely another work.
Okay.
So it's you're gonna do only just lifting in your case. There is difference. Can you lift to make your body flexible, more coordinated? Yes, for sure, and gonna works and works more very very well. You're gonna feel better your tendons. You're gonna feel better overall health, men's health. If they're gonna be ladies' health, yes, doesn't matter. Hormones are hormones. Testosterone, what have men's, have ladies as well, just different amount, way different amount. So on that question, I responded. So now this thing, what you said, how long you can lift, as long you want, as long you want. Just we have to understand that if for somebody 100 kilos it is very lightweight, to other person can be super heavyweight, what can actually kill. Yes, if I'm gonna give 50 kilos to 4 years of age boy, it definitely gonna be disaster. Yes, if I'm gonna just take it and put it on his back, you know. But if I'm gonna give 50 kilos to you, probably gonna be nothing, you know, or you're gonna feel like you are warming up, but you can do actually more. You know, there's difference. So keep your range of movement, like to body hold flexible, yes, to feel good. Maybe it's gonna be a little less weight, but still gonna be heavy weight training.
Okay.
Yeah, so because there's difference. For example, the our national team main coach, he's right now around 68 or 69. I don't remember exactly how old he is, but it is the one of the most disciplined person I ever seen.
Okay.
And he can do snatch, he can show snatch, he can do squats, he can do everything. He's flexible, he's fine. He know martial arts. He looks good in his age.
Okay.
So that's why he trains. He just decided to not lift heavy weights. Sometimes he can like do leg press just for fun, but he is always working with athletes who have to be like in a good shape, and he likes that. So that's why this is a great example that you can lift anytime. Another guy there in Sarasota, I know another man. He is around 63 or maybe around 65. I don't remember how old he is. He is competing in bodybuilding competition, and he looks better than most of 30 years of age guys.
Oh wow.
So
Good.
of course he is doing like hormonal stuff, yes, but it is requirement for bodybuilding. You're not gonna compete. You're not gonna be the guy not gonna be at that level.
Understood.
But anyway, he is doing heavy lifts, heavy trainings, heavy weights, because that's how he building up his muscles, and he looks great.
That's good.
Yeah, so
That's good because I built this whole brand called Still Strong. You know, I can't change the name when I'm 70. You know, be like, oh, used to be strong. I gotta be still strong. Like,
that's a good one. I'm used to be strong, but still moving.
and listen, that's the whole point, right?
Yes.
The whole point is to go through life and not talk about what you used to do. The whole point is talk about what you're doing now, what you plan on doing. Stick with the plan. So
yes,
I'm still doing it, right? So anyway.
Yes.
Vadim, let's wrap this thing up. I want to go get a workout in with you. I'll leave it to you. Any last thoughts you want to share? If you could speak into someone's life, if you could speak to yourself when you're a kid, like what would be the last thought you want to end this thing with?
Let me think. It's a good question. It's a good question. What would I say? Something to myself, but younger. That's basically what you meant.
Either to yourself from what you know now, or to someone else, and it doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong answer. Just like just a final thought with a 2.5 hour conversation we had.
Coach is not every time right.
Hmm.
He is same human as we are.
Hmm.
However, ego is never right.
Hmm.
So basically, if you're gonna start dig deep into that, it's actually a lot of things I said right now. And coach, the proper coach, he never gonna be interested in like making something bad to your body or to yourself, because coach technically is not just a person who train. It is mentor, it is psychologist, it is sometimes physical therapist, massage therapist, sometimes no, but physical therapist for sure. It is like a mental therapist, yes, because a lot of coaches and athletes are speaking about like not feelings but concernings and fears, but we have to remember that coach is also human. Yes, it's not a robot who knows everything. He will find out for sure if he loves his athlete or love what he's doing. How did my coaches? Always, there wasn't any problem with that. That's how I try to work with my athletes. Maybe not good as my coaches, but I'm trying at least. So, but ego and arrogance destroys everything. Arrogance, it's like it's not ego and arrogance. Ego and arrogance, it is next step, like down step from the pride. Pride, probably, yes.
Pride.
Yes, Bible always talks about that.
Pride.
It's pride, yes.
They say that pride was probably the original sin, because it says, Lucifer rose up with pride in his heart because he wanted the glory that God was getting. So some would say that all sins stem from pride. There's that school of thought that all sin comes from pride. Interesting to think about. But you're talking about ego, and you said the pathway of ego is destruction, so it would make sense.
So if we're gonna talk about pride, we have to reduce pride. That's what definitely I would tell because, as I said, if we're gonna make like a conclusion about plans, yes, only when I was almost 30, I figured out that my plans are actually the same like my coach's plans, without copy pasting. That means he knows something, and a lot of things. When I do massage therapy to my clients, the people who are coming to me, I realize that I'm doing exactly what was I taught in university by the best teachers what I had there. When I'm doing physical therapy, it's like a combination like of that knowledge, So, but pride, it destroys everything. Because of pride, we lift up our ego. Because of pride, sometimes we fear of something, actually. For example, I'm not gonna go and sell popcorn. It's some work, Why not? You're not doing like something like, dirty things, let's say like that. You're not selling drugs. You're not selling like even drug dealers. Some of them I heard say, we are not selling drugs. We are selling happiness. you know how it sounds, yes?
Yeah.
Because they don't have pride, like technically, yes. Right. They get rid of that sin as soon as possible. They get rid of fear. It's not a good thing. I'm not promoting them. Just the way how they think. The pride makes us lift up higher than our teachers. The pride, for example, if I would be prideful or arrogant, I would sit here and like, you don't know anything, you have longer life experience. And if you're gonna start talking about your actually a lot of things what you said here, I was like, I have to keep that in mind. So pride destroys relationships. Pride destroys families. Yes, it's a huge thing. But the love of God, it can rebuild wherever you want.
That's a good point.
So do everything with love. If you are smiling, smile like you cannot even more. If you're loud from the loudest loud and from your heart. If you are eating, eat properly. You don't overeat. If you are enjoying life, do everything with love. For example, yes, actually about eating. Eat so much as need to your body, as you love your body.
That's it.
If you drink wine, drink what is not it's enough for your body.
Yeah.
Because if you read Bible, everyone drink wine and fine, but there is never said that you can over drink and do. If you're not gonna enjoy coffee, not gonna enjoy tea, not gonna enjoy some sweets, some that, maybe we shouldn't live. But do it with love, with like actual love, not Vadim said because of love we have to love what we do, and I love to overeat and I'm gonna do that from my heart. Yes, no, pure love never gonna makes you do steps what gonna destroy you.
Right.
That's what I mean.
That's
if you're gonna
biblical.
start to make steps what gonna destroy you, you're gonna make steps what gonna destroy your partner, your wife, kids, family. And it's again we get step back to the pride, because Vadim said, I'm prideful, I'm gonna do that, I can do that. Yes, you can. We can do everything. Yes, we have. God gave us choice. That's the point of God. He created us same like He is. We have freedom of choice. Yes, we have rules. We have countries. We have what hold us. Yes, that's fine, but we have choice to break the rules.
Yeah.
Or to follow the rules. To break the rules sometimes is good, but to break the rules in a crime way, on the break the rules here,
Right.
there is difference. So that's why never use these words like directly. We have to think between these words. We have to see in here between, like Jesus said he never said you have to do that. Sometimes he did, but you have to do. But most likely he said he took an examples to explain, because there's the way how people understand more.
Yeah.
And that works. It works. So pride probably we have to reduce pride and lift up love.
Yeah.
The love of God.
You can't go wrong with showing some humility, can you?
Mm-hmm.
You can't go wrong showing humility. Vadim, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being on here. When I saw you on my Facebook feed, I felt a connection with you. Never even met you. Someone who does that kind of stuff, I know had to have a disciplined life, and I wanted to get to know that person that I saw in that video, and I'm glad I reached out to you. I'm glad we got together. I'm glad that hope we become friends. Hope this becomes something that we stay connected. I do appreciate your time. All right, brother, let's get out of here. Let's go.
And I hope it's gonna be like lifelong friendship.
Yeah, I think we will.
It is something amazing.
Yeah.
So actually, pride is the thing what made me came here. Yeah, let me explain you. I mean, like, if I wouldn't be prideful, or I want well, it was actually self-respect from my side, but from the other side, it was like a pride, that I'm not gonna let this coach grow up like me, and this is step choice. choice. Then my pride started lifting up, you know, and bums fighting.
Mm.
Yes. Again, if I would start thinking over there like I think here, probably I wouldn't come here.
Right.
Now I'm here. I'm here. I'm at this point. We are talking about that. Everything in life happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Everything have his own time to happen.
Yeah.
And we're nothing gonna do with that. Nothing we can change that. So that's why there is no mistakes.
Yeah.
There is only choice what you did right now, and it's right choice right now. That's it.
That's good stuff. All right, brother, let's get out of here. We gotta go shoot some content, lift some heavy weight.
Yep.
Okay, still strong. Watch me rise my way. Slow growth turns into real change. I found joy in the simple days, in honest work and faith.